Yay, we are back in the house. I feel like it's been a while. I mean, it's been every other week for a while, but I think we're back to our regular rotation now. So
it does feel like it.
Yeah, it should be like every Thursday night. We only come back when Shannon comes back, is what it is. So.
And we'll be here once, maybe twice a month.
She's not here? Well, okay, no show tonight. No show.
Yeah. It's only worthy when she's around.
Oh, right. we're just all squirrels in Shannon's world, right? So.
Now, sometimes I do think it's like, are we like computers or what are they called? Like bots or something? We just create our own world like The Sims. Like, are you all just a creation in my world?
Well, it would be in your world, or would it be in somebody's world? Like, what if we're just all...
It could be your world and you created us.
What if we're the Sims of somebody sitting in front of a computer right now?
That's what she said too one day. She's like, what if we're like the Sims?
Yeah.
And somebody's controlling.
Or what is the thought? What if somebody's dreaming and we're just part of the dream? Like,
you know, what if?
And all this time, it's only been like 4 hours in that person's life, but it's been our whole life.
Yeah.
Then he wakes up and it's over.
Deep thoughts.
I mean, that's what happened in Sopranos at 20 when it all went black. The person woke up. It's just...
Yeah. You never know.
Ifs, ands, and buts.
Left us all hanging there. But welcome back, everybody. And it's good to be back. I think I'm traveling tomorrow, so I'll be jumping up to NJ for a couple days for my mom's birthday. So I'll be back on the road a little bit, but just a couple days. But
New Jersey.
Yeah. Last week I was in the Natty, which was
you got a good names for all the cities.
You gotta have names for them. You never called the Natty before? Really? That's like the nickname for it. Todd knows.
She's not.
I'm not cool.
She's not
like
on
that.
the same level, right?
I'm not cool.
She's not on the same level.
I haven't drank a beer since technically it was last Friday morning, but it was really Thursday night. But it was really after midnight. Let it all hang out. Yeah, so yeah. Before the White Castles arrived. Yeah, we had the White Castles.
White Castles.
Always good. Work conferences are always fun. So had some various beers from the different things. For those that follow me on Untapped, you see me check in some different beers we had and had a few drinks as well. So it was all good. I hadn't seen the people I worked with some of them I met for the first time.
Pre-COVID?
But the main crew I usually work with, the ones that are still here, probably 3.5 years. So it's just all different kind of seeing how people change and all that kind of stuff. Like some people had the beers and some people were just different, like, just a different look.
So these people you haven't seen for 3 years, do you like these people?
Yeah, I got a good crew of people I work with. Yeah, I mean, I missed them, but I like working alone where I'm at, but I did miss seeing them. Yeah.
I'm leading up to the actual question. So when you see them, do you hug them like, oh my God? Do you hug them or do you like?
Yeah, there was a lot of that and stuff like that too and everything. Yeah.
You hugged them?
Yeah, well, he does. Yeah. Yeah. So, because I knew for like years. So it was kind of like.
No, you don't have to explain. I totally understand.
Yeah, but it was a lot of that. And it was cool. And so we had people come in from our Chicago office, which got a chance to come down. They don't usually get there that much. So it was nice to have them come out. And then we had people from all over the country. So. Yeah, it was a fun time and got some work done, but I think more people got to bond more for the after work stuff.
The real question that everybody wants to know, including myself, is did you go to Jungle Gyms?
I did not get to Jungle Gyms, Party Source, Party Town, none of them. We were work and then we had like dinner events afterwards and then it was like back up early and so I didn't get a chance. Although my flight coming back, which was supposed to leave at 6, actually got backed up to 9. So my buddy picked me up. He was like, "When I come back and get you," I'm like, "Oh no, it's good. I'll hang out at the airport." Had I known ahead of time it was going to be late, then I could have went over to Party Source and grabbed some stuff and threw it in the bag. But say la vie. But the thing is, I got so many beers here now. I forgot. I just opened up the cooler to grab beers for tonight, and I'm like, "Oh, I forgot I went down to Lighthouse before I left to go to Cincinnati, and I've got like Crowlers in here of stuff I haven't cracked open yet." So I'm like, so I'm like, I got a bunch of stuff here, and then I'm about to go pick up stuff in New Jersey. So
it's like finding money in your laundry when you wash.
Yeah, you're like,
dude, when you find beers you didn't remember, it is like it's better to find. It's like whoa, like you forgot about it. So
it's like a kid on Christmas morning.
It is.
Oh, all right. I didn't know. Yes.
I forgot I had that here. Yes, there is
Totally
this baby
forgot.
Jesus. Baby Jesus is with me tonight. So yes, we're in good shape.
He was looking out for you.
Shout out to Jimmy,
Or
Cuff and
whatever.
Stuff in the house. What is going on, Jimmy? It's been a while, my friend. Hopefully you're doing well. Y'all want to follow somebody to learn about some good food, check out Jimmy over there on Cuff and Stuff. Always has some good stuff. Got my buddy Dave in the house, beer in front. What is happening? Cheers, buddy.
What's up, Dave?
Dave up in Chicago, and great, always great podcast. So for you podcast fans, if you like beer in front, you really need to listen to his podcast. He has some pretty good guests on there, some pretty good entertainment, pretty good beer news segments, pretty good stories, and sooner or later, he's going to retire from the airlines he's at. I'm waiting for him to write the book about the shit that he hears at the airport.
Oh,
he gives us hints on stuff. I'm like, dude, you got to write a book. So he can't write it yet because he's still there, but he
Totally should.
Just a coffee table book of things you hear at the airport, and he can just have the lines, just one page, and it'd be just like,
oh my God, you
page
just
turner.
gave me an amazing idea. Like I could write a book, and each chapter could be about a resident that I've had, but I'll give him a different name. And tell the story of
You could.
Good.
Yeah. So, but Dave, good guy, great beer, Chicago. He actually put a picture up of a little brewery that we all know called Hot Butcher that's about to open their doors. I don't think they opened them yet, but he's like real close to them. So I'm a little jealous right now.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, but happy for him at the same time. That bittersweet moment, you know.
Happy, jealous, all in the same, whatever.
As Bill Clinton would say, it's bittersweet. Rod X in the house. What up, homies? Happy Thursday to you. Welcome back, my friend. I know Rod X is probably pumped up because football season's back. So, of course,
he's game actually going on right now, I think.
Yeah, they had the Ravens are playing. I think the Titans. I think that's on one channel here, but the Patriots are playing the Giants.
That's the way. Yeah, Patriots is playing.
Yeah, and I don't know if the Bengals are playing tonight there in Cincinnati, or are the Colts playing right now?
They play Saturday.
Saturday, yeah. So
they play. Damn, I don't forget who they played now.
Yeah,
they're a bit.
Are my favorite guys still there? Jonathan Thomas, is that his name?
Yeah.
Is he still there?
Jonathan, but.
What's his first name? Something Thomas.
Taylor.
Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah.
And
wait a minute, Jonathan Taylor Thomas from Tool Time?
Well, that's what I. So him and God, the maniac.
Well, he's
with the knee problem.
Leonard, but now he goes by Shaquille.
But what's the big guy? Darius.
Oh no, it's Darius Leonard. But his
real
name he's going by Shaquille now because that's his actual name. But his middle name was Darius.
But all three of them are back on to this.
Or Shaquille was his middle name. Darius is his real name. Yeah, they're all still there. Yeah.
I love them.
And then we got
last year on HBO Max they had the. What's the
Hard Knocks?
Hard Knocks in season, which was the first time they ever done that, where they do it while they're playing in the season instead of spring preseason.
And it shows like each game, and it shows their like outside life, and it's very good.
And it was up to date, so like the week you watched it, they were getting ready to go into the next week's game, so that week they'd film like the preparation going into that game or whatever. It was pretty cool.
And that was with the Colts last year they did?
Yeah.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, I didn't know they switched it up with that show. I haven't seen that show in a while. I think the last one I saw was when they did the Bengals.
So this year they're doing the Hard Knocks, whatever they call it, before the season starts. It's the Detroit Lions, and then the in season when they're going to do the Arizona Cardinals, I believe.
Oh, so they get two different versions they do.
Yeah, they're doing the pre and the during season.
Because Kylie's on the way in.
No, not yet, I don't think.
Shouldn't be, unless she should have been feeling good. So unless she got to leave early.
A little yappy. God.
One barks and then they all start barking. Well,
no,
two of the three.
Blake's a good boy. He don't bark unless there's a reason to bark.
He just looks at the other two like,
he's like,
you're all idiots.
Yeah, he's like, is this really something I need to bark at? I'm going to wait and see because y'all bark at nonsense.
They might be used to the time. They're probably like, you should be barking right now. It's like, it's usually this time.
Yeah, she's been working till she's been closing here lately, so she didn't be getting home till after 10 now, but Even with school going on, which is kind of weird, but
Well, she's 17 now, so she probably can work later.
I guess it does make a difference.
Yeah, I think it's what the rules are like under 16 or 16 and under. Yeah.
16 and under, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, she texted today and was like, I don't feel. She stayed home from school today, and then she went to work, and she's like, I don't feel good, and I'm like, tell your boss. She did a group text between the three of us. I'm like, tell your boss, and she's like, well, 2 people have already called in, and I'm like, I mean, I don't know what to tell you. Do you need to bring you some medicine? And she's like, yeah. So I took her some medicine, and on the way there, I'm like, getting like, oh, if I walk in there and her eyes are glassy and she looks like she's not feeling good, then I might, Mama Bear might come out and I might be like, who's your boss? This girl is 17 and she's going the fuck home, and I'm sorry about your food at Dairy Queen, but like, you'll figure it out.
Not that important.
Yeah, but then I went in and she was like, I'm sweating, but I'm hot, but I'm like, you probably have a fever. So I went and I gave her medicine and I felt her head and she wasn't hot. So I'm like, suck it up, Buttercup.
I mean, nowadays with COVID and monkeypox, and they just announced the first couple things. They think about polio in New York, that all kinds of shit happened.
Did we get polio vaccines when we were young, or did
they stopped?
Our parents just.
I didn't get any when it stopped before I got. My wife got one. Denise got one now, but I never got one. It was like depending what state you were in. So it was eradicated for the most part, except we kept it around in the lab and apparently got back out again. So it's like, great.
That's what at work, I have all my like CNAs are like young. They're like in their early 20s. And one of them came up to me and she's like, Shayna, come here. I need you to look at this on this resident. She's like, is this monkeypox? And I'm like, do you know how you get monkeypox? And she was like, well, you got to, I'm like, I doubt he's like doing anything to get monkeypox. But I went over and I looked at him like, that's not monkeypox. I'm like, calm down.
He ain't going anywhere to
get
it anyway.
I'm like, unless he's been having sex with another man who had sex with somebody that doesn't live here, then
I don't think that's the only way you can get it, though. I thought there was other ways.
Well, it's not the only way, but
that's the main way that people. Yeah,
it's like a sexually transmitted disease mostly.
Yeah, it's like people were getting called out for stuff. What was it? What's the one with the skin thing? Is it cirrhosis? Something with the scratchies, like your skin's a rash.
Scabies.
What is it?
No.
It was they got the commercials for it all the time.
Psoriasis?
Like maybe psoriasis is it? And like people were thinking like, is that monkeypox? Like people were getting like sent home and stuff like that, or being called out and stuff. Like there was one person was on a flight or something. He wouldn't let them board the plane. And it's like she had to basically get told her doctor, let them know what it was, because they were saying it was monkeypox. They won't let her board or whatever.
Stay off the fucking news, you idiot.
Yeah.
I tell my mom and my brother and his daughter to not mess around next week. They're going to New York next week.
Yeah, don't be fucking anybody when you're in New York.
Yeah.
None of you
no hanky panky.
Don't fuck anybody while you're in New York. I'll tell them.
I'll tell them if I think about it tomorrow. I'll tell you tomorrow.
Yeah.
Like, there's a big monkeypox outbreak in New York. Don't be screwing around nobody.
Blake's in the house. Cheers.
What's up, Blake?
Cheers, Blake. Paul's in the house. Cheers, Paul. PA Brew News. Another great beer channel y'all should be checking out. And Blake, of course, home of the B&A show and all the crazy stuff Blake does. Blake Friday Night Throwdown. Always a fun time on Blake's channel. If y'all haven't checked him out, I will follow none of your rules. None. Paul, you are a rule breaker. There's Gilbert in the house. Cheers, fools. Cheers, Mr. Gilbert. And CB's in the house. Cheers. First on in week listening.
Uh-oh.
Great to have you. And I was talking to CB earlier, so he's just actually getting over COVID. So great to have CB here too. So hopefully that sauna is definitely kicking in for you. No Bruce Knight for me, but 10 years on YouTube coming from me in 18. Oh, congrats, Paul.
Sweet.
Very nice. So you're going to do a 10-year anniversary show on the 18th? When is the 18th? That is next Thursday.
No, he can't do it the 18th then, right?
Well, he could do it the 18th and stuff. He can come over here. Maybe come over here. He can, huh?
We just won't be
there.
there.
Might have him on the channel.
Yeah, or I might have him come up here and talk about his 18th thing. You never know. You never know.
Paul, are you going to bring back your painting or no?
Oh, he's the one that did the saw blades.
Yeah.
He still does those.
I know.
He just doesn't do the YouTube. Didn't YouTube crack down on him or something? Wasn't that the deal?
Did what?
Didn't YouTube or something crack down on him for some?
Really?
With YouTube, something about the painting or something? Why he stopped doing it?
I mean, if Paul answers, I don't know.
I don't know why, but I feel like he said that at one point or something.
Paul does some great work there. Blake, CB, what up, boss? Eric, Alex in the house. Cheers, Alex. Alex, the beer master.
What's up, Alex?
Alex, home of Food Fridays. So every Friday night, they pair some type of food and beer. So check out Alex. Putting out again, let me know. Yeah, I'll definitely let you know. I won't be able to do it this weekend because we're kind of tight on schedule for stuff when we're up there. But when I go up there, it might be like towards, I don't know if it'll be Thanksgiving or Christmas, depending on when I'm back up there. So, but it'll probably be towards a holiday thing. Paul says Joe has ruined Hot Butcher for me. Yeah, always Hot Butcher stuff. Wayne in the house. What is up, Wayne? Another great channel, and the podcast that Wayne actually has there too, Upstate Beer Boys. Make sure you check him out. Hello, Ravish and Rod, terrific time and sensational Shannon. It's like we're on the WWE now. Back Thursday. Someone tossed out their curtains. Cheers, y'all. That's good.
They're still here, Wayne. They're still here. There they are, right there.
But they're on the other window.
No, but we have matching ones up here.
Yep.
There you go. Are those actual curtains though, or just like over the top rod?
They're like,
those are just.
I think they're called balances or something like that.
Yeah.
They just hang over the window.
Yeah, they're little ones. We didn't want to obstruct the view back here.
Just for the fancy touch.
Yeah.
Well, and this lookout's on the second level in the back, so
yeah,
everybody can see them.
Blake's watching the Titans game. Hometown kid playing wide receiver so far. Tannehill sucks. I thought Tannehill had a couple good years down in Miami, didn't he? So
yeah,
So you watched the Titans, I think, versus the Ravens. Then I guess I think that's who they're playing.
I'm gonna get another drink.
I've actually got the Premier League on my TV right now. I'm watching a replay of the Everton and Chelsea game. Oh, what up, Blake? Cheers. We know about how Butcher they don't get to South Carolina. And they don't get to a lot of places, but yet their beers do. So, although I have not gotten anything from Hot Butcher since last year, so I don't know.
I don't have a new address.
No, I mean, well, when I moved, I let Jeremiah know unless he misplaced it or something like that and everything. But it's all good. I'm not going to sit there and try to reach out for him or anything.
Right.
Yeah. I've had enough stuff that I could actually do. I think we have our first Baltimore Beer Fest that I saw. I think it's next month, maybe next month or the end of this month. So,
nice.
I may try to check that out.
We had one here last weekend, but we didn't go to it. Too damn hot.
Was that the one at the Maze?
No, it was the Fraser Museum, which the first inaugural one they had was last year, which we went to. But this year they moved it out on Main Street in downtown Louisville.
Yeah.
And closed off the street, but we didn't go this year. Now the Maze one's coming up in October 6th or something like that, whatever that first Saturday in October is.
Yeah, I know I sent you something on it with like the first something. Or they have like different sessions or different things. They break it up. Like,
talk about the Maze one?
Yeah, I thought it was like part one or something. Like,
well, they bring it. Yeah, so the first one you probably was the part. So they do like 5 different breweries. It's all in one, but they just release them like in different parts.
Gotcha.
Part 1's like the first list of 5, and then part 2 is like the second list of 5. Then so on and so forth. So I think you're up to part 5 right now. So I guess that's 15 or so breweries at the moment now. I guess I don't know if it's 5 or however they do it, 5 or 6, 15, 18. I don't know, whatever.
Yeah.
This last one they released was Mortalis was part of it.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah, they always have a really solid lineup. I know their VIPs already sold out, but it's not a cheap one this year, that's for sure. Corn Maze Beer Fest.
I did not enjoy it.
Yeah, Shane didn't like it. It was freaking dusty and.
Well, it wasn't that it was dusty. It was just like you had to go so far to get to the new you would go to like one little, it was crowded, and you'd go to like one little corn maze spot, and you'd have like some, and then you'd have to like walk real far to another one.
It was okay. I mean,
it was okay. I didn't hate it, but I didn't love it enough to go back. It's not real close either.
Yeah.
So despite all your rage, did you feel like a rat in a cage? Thomas Meadow in the house. Eric was happy to go Patriots. Cheers, fam. Drinking a 12-year-old Thomason single malt scotch, 40 a bottle. Very nice. Ooh. Fancy. You need to get the pipe out for that one. Czech style Pilsner from New Hampshire. New Hampshire way. Uh-oh, nice. Vanessa's in the house. Cheers, Vanessa. Drinking a little ice with a little H2O. So the water boy would be proud.
High quality
H2O.
I do love water.
I've got a glass right now that I'm drinking as well. Hey, Vanessa. No spreads through close contact. Virus doesn't care how you have sex. So, well. That was no fucking care.
I mean, you
go to New York. Yeah. He said, what about strangers?
You really shouldn't be fucking strangers anyway.
Well, I was going to say, that's how the whole 70s was, wasn't it? Like,
well, we're not in the 70s.
I've seen the videos and the old history of the 70s.
Half Mansion, that's the way it was there too.
Like, what the hell is this keyboard party? What the hell? They just throw keys in there, you pick up the keys, and that's it.
Boom, chicka, wow, wow.
You get what you get.
Yeah. He's like, hell no. They got a Volkswagen.
I'm going to crack one open.
Probably either there or walking the sidewalks go to sheer density crowds. You could walk by somebody in New York, you could pick up something. Just downwind. For a while in my 20s, I always looked for the woman polio scar was a sign of a proper age.
Yeah. No, let me show you.
Cheers, Blake.
I got to show them what my brother sent me the other day.
Uh-oh.
About cougars. Let me see if I can get it. Where's the camera? This way?
Yeah.
Is it focusing?
Hold on. Ah.
And my brother sends me that kind of. Oh no, he sends me that kind of shit, and then he follows it up with some like why you should be a Christian.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like, Donnie, get your shit together. Like,
Christians get the cougars.
Yeah, he sends me all this. Like, my family's afraid I'm going to go to hell. My soul needs to be saved. Yeah.
But he's on one of those. He's not even really religious, but he thinks he is.
I mean, if you had to choose, wouldn't hell have the better parties anyway?
Yeah, I don't want to hang out with all these fucking people that think they're going to heaven. God.
You would think.
Yeah.
You would think.
It might be hot as hell. But
You're not going to have a bunch of Karens up there telling you what you're doing wrong.
I forgot to show which beer I was drinking here, so let's get the pour in.
Here's what I just cracked open.
Let's see here. Sagatock Brewing.
Oh, that's from Sagatock?
Banana Split. Oh, milkshake and natural. Was that natural flavor?
Yeah.
Why is everything is natural flavor? Like, is there something that says unnatural flavor?
I know.
Not natural flavor.
Yeah.
Kind of tastes like it, but it's not natural. Yeah, really.
It's like fake flavor.
Some comes in at 10.5%.
I'm actually going a little old school right now, so I'm actually going back with the Boeing Gone National Bohemian. So a little old school lager, and this one was first brewed 1885. That comes in.
Dang.
So that's old school. Look at the old school hat. One Eye Willie on the can there.
I was going to say he's missing an eye there.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm drinking a TikTok drink, and I can't quite get the ratios figured out. So what I had to do is take Starburst and I did pink and red Starburst, and put it in vodka and dissolve it. No, that thing was pink and red, and I wasn't going to pick all the pink out. So I did pink and red Starburst, and I dissolved them in some Tito's vodka. And then you put that over ice and you mix it with Simply Lemonade. It's pretty good, but I think I put too many Starburst in the vodka. Oh, plus I did mix all the vodka. So we had a little bit of Tito's, and then we had some kind of like marshmallow vodka, whipped vodka or whatever, and then we had some kind of like something that started with a V. So I poured them all in the same bottle, and then I mixed the Starburst in with it.
It's like hashtag all the vodkas.
Yeah, I was like, and because I forgot we had that vodka in the freezer, but now I put too much, so now I got to put a little bit of that, a little bit of the regular vodka, and I just can't figure it out. But I'm drinking it.
It's still working for you, so that's what matters.
Yeah. Ugh.
Wayne said, "What's up, Gilbert? Cheers. Congrats, PA. Yes. Good time in the game. 2024 is 10 for my New York YouTube account. How did I get a New York YouTube account? You don't post anything, do you, Vanessa? She has a secret account. We don't know about it. Cheers, Wayne.
Or she's meant to say my instead of
cheers. Yeah. Cheers. Just thinking of videos. Stop action income and still pick on my community page. Home internet went to crap. My YouTube streaming isn't great. YouTube live will work because I'm under 1,000 subs. Aren't you using the what was the one I told you before you were using for a while? It was on the phone. I can't remember it now, but I haven't used that in a while either. Yeah, I wish they would drop that number down. They should let people go live at like 500 subs or something. So.
That's ridiculous.
Maybe that's what it was. Maybe it had to do with the live part of it. Maybe that's why he stopped doing
it. Why Paul was still under 1,000 subs. I know that doesn't make no idea. It's YouTube is kind of it's a fickle beast, so to speak. I don't know. I see some great channels that are under, and I see some that are okay channels that are over. It's like, how do people just pick up to who they want to kind of check out and follow? I don't know.
Well, I mean, you kind of do have to put some work into it a little bit to kind of put yourself out there or whatever. Advertise it on different social medias or whatever, you know. Yeah. That'd be the way I'd be. If I did it, I wouldn't do none of that stuff. So I'd probably have like 5 followers.
Well, I just looked at my reaction channel just went to 1,300 subs.
Nice.
And I've had that for like, I want to say like 6 months. I probably had that one out there, and it's just hit a groove. It just hit a groove and went. So I got to update some stuff on that too here this weekend. But it's been fun doing it. It's just, I don't know. I still haven't tapped all the formula. I've tapped parts of it and been fortunate, I guess. So yeah.
I guess actually it'd be more than 5. I think I have like 20-something followers now, and I don't even have any content.
Yeah.
I think
on YouTube?
Yeah, I think most of it's everybody. I think it was everybody that's on here has followed me.
Telling you, man, you did a cooking channel, that grilling channel.
I know.
That's a hot area. A lot of people like the grilling channels.
I have 6 subscribers on YouTube.
Only 6?
6. But let me tell you how many I have on TikTok. I have 224 on TikTok.
Oh wow!
She doesn't even do any content.
I have like 2 videos on that were like from, and they were of him.
Me dancing and me snoring at night. It was like maybe sensation. It's just me. Then.
All 224 people.
Are all your people here, or are they in China with TikTok?
Yeah, they could be Russian bots.
Yeah, they could be.
Yeah.
You're looking forward to it. Come up there. I'll let you know. Yeah, definitely. And Todd said, I perfected the perfect clear window green screen.
Not you too, Vanessa.
It's like, it's actually like it's there. It is.
Yeah, you can see our kitchen through it. It's like a mirror.
Go Pack, go, Gilbert said. I will tell you, Gilbert, it was cool to see the highlights. I saw Leroy Butler getting a gold jacket finally. He deserved to be in the Hall for a while. So that was cool to see. Hey, Wayne. Well water H2O from the well. Well, this year it looks like I'm going to suck at fantasy football in 2 different leagues. Why, do you have like a keeper league, Wayne, that you're kind of stuck with the team you have now? Like, you haven't started the season yet. So how can you be bad already? Sam's in the house. What's up, Sam? Cheers.
What's up, Sam?
Hope all has been well. Sam does some pretty good stuff on his channel, too. He was doing a lot more stuff on the beer. He cut back and he switched it up a little bit. He's got some good stuff happening, too. I mean, take care of the sick Shannon who say such things.
Huh?
I think for your book, like what they say.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It could just be a bunch of short stories. Each chapter.
Well, each
would
chapter,
be a different
yeah.
story.
Well, I got some stories.
Lagers have definitely been making
Definitely
a
have some
comeback.
stories.
Lagers are pretty popular for a lot of the craft breweries out there now. I mean, I think it's just more leaning into people that they kind of want easy drinking beer and stuff, and they want lighter type beer. So a lot more of the lagers are now being made.
And the Hefeweizens.
The Hefeweizen will always being made. Those are ale. Yeah,
God.
yeah.
I don't know why anybody drinks anything other than that.
Because there's a whole bunch of good styles of beer. You just won't stop at one. I mean, that's just
She
too
does.
many. Yeah, like you go to the restaurant, you order the same thing every time when you go to the same restaurant.
Yeah.
See, I mean,
Food-wise,
you're missing other stuff that could be good.
Chicken strips, fish sandwich. That's about
Pretty
it.
much it.
There's other good stuff on the
Steak
menu.
every now and again.
Or steak, yeah, or
Depend on-
a ribeye sometimes.
So you don't get like
Or
cheese
ribs.
sticks. You don't get like
Cheese sticks. Oh, fried mushrooms.
you don't get calamari.
I mean, it's an appetizer. Yeah.
Like, I mean, it's other good stuff on the menu.
Yeah, but like I go out and I'm like, okay, do I want to wait? I know I like this, or do I want to take a gamble and order something else and fucking hate it? So I'm like,
Sometimes you got to go with the gamble. You got to roll the dice.
but I'm having a good time, and I know I'm gonna have. You do you, and I'll do me. You all do.
There's so much stuff you could enjoy.
Yeah. There is. And then sometimes you find just the perfect thing, and you can stop looking.
Yeah. But then that gets boring after a while because you did mix it up, I think.
And then I'll mix it up when I get bored, Rod. Okay,
There
I'll
you
mix
go.
it up.
That's
when I
a
get
her.
bored. Yeah.
Natural flavors are distilled from stuff. You're drinking a chemical compound that starts from a few heavy duty organic chemicals. The esters are the result. Yeah. Yeah, the natural flavor thing is always like that mystery. It's like the mystery meat in school. What is this in here? I don't know, but it tastes pretty good. Yeah, YouTube account. Posted chair pic on my community page. First public post ever.
What's the matter, buddy?
Gilbert, very nice. Delirium Tremens. Very nice beer. I haven't had one of them in a while. Let's add some bottles of the Nocturnums around. Very nice as well. So when will Todd start posting content? That's what we're trying to. You're like on the Beer Patrol plan. Like it's gonna be years from now.
That might be.
Well, now it's been built up so much, it'll just be a big.
I know everybody be like, God, no wonder you do no content. This sucks. Like he's boring as hell. Where's Shannon at? That's what they say. They say this channel ain't no good until Shannon's on it.
One bottle of pirate rum. Oh, I bet that is actually pretty tasty. I'm actually looking over here because I'm going to post a poll question in a second. When I get down to it. Nocturnum's outstanding. Yes, yes. When family members say such things to you, Shannon, is what I meant at question above. Oh, family members went for the patients. Little 12-ounce bottles of Nocturnums are so cute. Leroy's one of the strong safeties of all time. That's one of the seniors vote ridiculous. So, yeah, he was one of the better ones that were out there, but there's still some good players that haven't gotten in as of yet. So I was glad to see him, like I said, get his jacket. And it's surprising, like, I don't even know, like, I was watching the thing a few months back, and they're talking about Drew Pearson. Like, I guess Drew Pearson, I don't know if he ever got into the Hall of Fame yet or not, but they were talking about how he wasn't in there and all the stuff he put out for the Cowboys back in the 70s. And it's like, how is he not in there yet,
You gonna watch that?
Am I gonna watch what?
That new Game of Thrones thing?
Hell yeah, I'm gonna watch it.
That's like in, 21st or something?
Something like that. It's coming up soon.
Yeah, I can't wait. But I
want to watch it too.
But I'm like, I kind of want to wait for it to all come out because I'm just not into watching one episode a week. Like, I'll fucking forget what happened. So I'm going to have to wait until.
You wait till they stack them all up and then make
10
sure.
weeks. I mean, there's probably going to be like 10 episodes.
Just make sure you don't get spoiled on anything. Like, any of the spoilers.
Right.
People will be talking about it everywhere.
No,
really?
She looks for
he
spoilers.
gets so mad at me.
Well, you don't want to get spoiled. You want to see the thing.
No.
She doesn't like to be surprised.
Do you know why I like to know what's going to happen? So I can see and try to understand and see little things that are happening that lead up that you would miss if you didn't know it was going to happen.
Hmm.
we watched this short
The Blackbird
series. Yeah, it's called Blackbird on
Apple TV. It's a true
story, and it took place in like Indiana, Illinois border or whatever. And she already knew the end of it, and I was like, "You already know what happens, don't you?" She's like, "Yeah." She's like, "You want to know?" I was like, "No, I don't want to know."
No, you don't want to know. Nobody wants to know.
Watch it to the
You
end.
were mad at me that I knew. He gets
I was
mad at me.
mad. I was like, "What are you?"
I'm
She's
like,
one of those like she watches. I don't. You don't watch The Bachelor.
no, but I
Bachelorette
used
anymore.
to look for the spoilers on Bachelor so I could see the relationship that they were building before the end.
There was this website where this guy knows who wins every single time, and she go to that
Reality
website
Steve.
to figure out who won, and then she watched that.
I mean, when you read a book, do you start at the back?
right,
No.
right. Cliff notes.
Hey, just
go
because
skip
you
to the
all
end.
don't understand me doesn't mean that we're all different in our
Yes,
own
I
ways.
know. You told me that 4,500
Yeah, so quit trying to make
million
me
times.
like you. Quit trying to make me like
Don't try to control her, Todd. She's
yeah,
doing what
let
she's
me
doing.
live my life.
Let me live my life. I don't want your life, not the commercial blues.
I know. Yeah, I don't want your life.
No, but that was a very good show. It was called Blackbird. There
Yeah.
was this guy, and he was like this real rich, like he was doing drugs, and he gets put in this minimum security prison. And then the FBI comes, I think it was the FBI, comes to him and says, well, he gets 10 years. They come to him and says, we'll cut you a deal. We're going to put you in this crazy prison with all the most insane people ever. And if you can get this serial killer to admit where these bodies are, we'll let you out as soon as you do that. So he's like, yeah, and it's a true story. So he goes and he does that. He goes to that prison. And then so I get on Dateline and I listen to the podcast so I know what happened. Well, I looked it up first and then I listened to the Dateline podcast.
It's like spoils it. I don't know. That's just
all the way to not the final episode, but the one before the final episode. And I was like, you already know what happens, don't you? She's like, yeah, I know. Or maybe it was a couple episodes before.
I think it was like episode 2
or whatever.
I looked.
Well, here's a question. I was gonna do a poll, but I really can't do the poll because the answers will be open. So for everybody watching and you guys, so earlier this week I saw they're doing a remake, which I still haven't watched the original, but I know a lot of people really like it. Roadhouse. They're doing a remake with Jake Gyllenhaal, I guess, be the Patrick Swayze character or whatever.
Really?
Yeah. But my question is, what movie would you never want them to do a remake of?
Oh, Gone with the Wind.
You would want to do a remake of that one?
No. I know we have our differences about this movie.
Yeah.
As soon as I said it, I was like, fuck, that's not supposed to be my favorite movie anymore.
Like Gone with the Wind?
Yeah.
I don't even know it. I mean, I guess they could kind of do it, but in today's culture, I don't know if they would actually want to try it.
Yeah. Well, maybe, I mean.
It would be like Jordan Peele directed it.
That actually might be
be
pretty good.
It'd have a spin on it for sure, yeah.
I would watch that because it could be the flip side. It could be
Yeah.
the flip side of not all the privileged white people, you know? I would watch that. They shouldn't call it Gone with the Wind, though. They should call it something else.
Blow it out your ass.
Yeah. Yes. That
I'm
is
trying to
yes.
think what movie I would choose on that one.
What's yours, Rod?
I don't know. I haven't decided as of yet. I would say, well, one would be like, I think like Jaws. I wouldn't want to see a Jaws remake from the original. I just thought the original was just too good.
Yeah.
Well, and that was cheesy when it wasn't cheesy. Now, if you made it, it would be super, super cheesy and not in a good way.
It was pretty good. I like the Quint character. I liked Richard Dreyfuss in it. Roy
I
Snyder
don't know
was
if
good.
I've ever watched
So,
it.
it was the whole cast was pretty good. I would say Jaws. I would also like Close Encounters of the Third Kind. I wouldn't want to see them redo that one.
I've never seen that one.
That was like a thing there, but they probably could do a lot better now because of that technology.
I wouldn't want, and I say it now as I'm sitting here watching this, I wouldn't want to see them do another Field of Dreams, like a remake of Field of Dreams.
Or Green Mile.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want them to do that because that was perfection.
Green Mile was pretty good.
Yeah. I changed my answer.
I could name a few like that's has been remade and they shouldn't have because the original was way better. Like Psycho. The original.
But they did do the remake of that one.
No, I'm saying there's been some that has been remade that they shouldn't have done the remakes too.
Well, yeah. Well, that's the next. That's the next question. Like we get to.
Oh, I'm sorry. Spoiler alert.
Shannon will be happy about that, so she knows in her head now.
I didn't know that there's no next question. That's not spoiler alert.
Well, he already gave the movie talk the next topic.
Well, it is. He's getting he ain't brought it up yet.
Okay.
I'm trying to think of what other ones would be out there that would be the one you would not want to make a remake of. But they have so many ones now that have like sequels to them, though.
I could name a couple probably that wouldn't be,
but it's
like,
not.
I wouldn't want them to Remember the Titans. I would never want them to do a remake of that.
Sure.
Yeah, some of them are just perfect the way they came out, and it shouldn't be touched again. And
Shawshank is be another one.
Yeah, but I mean that was really good, but I would like to see that like again. Like I feel like it was a great movie. It's one of my favorites, but I feel like the story was the gem. I mean, the people were really good in it. They were really great, but like the story was the gem, and I feel like a lot of people could tell that story.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Yeah, Roadhouse. They're doing a remake of Roadhouse.
Tombstone.
Yeah, I mean the actors that played Tombstone. I mean, you had Tombstone, you had Wilder, and Tombstone definitely stood out different. It's like
they had something along the same lines, but that wasn't. Even when Tombstone came out, they had what was the other one that came out? That was
Wider. That's what I just said.
Wider?
Oh, yeah.
Kevin Costner. Yeah. So it's kind of like you're still that same character, but the way it's actually told there was kind of interesting. So.
Yeah. Some movies, the story is the star, and some movies, the actors are the stars.
I feel like you couldn't do like a Clint Eastwood West. Like you couldn't do like another Josie Wales because that's just Clint Eastwood. Like you
I've never heard of that movie.
Josie Wales.
You never heard of Josie Wales?
No. What's it about?
It's
Is it a Western?
It's a Western. Clint Eastwood, and so you don't mind being spoiled on it and stuff. So basically, he becomes an outlaw against the country because his wife gets murdered and raped by like Union soldiers. It's following the Civil War, so he takes up arms against them and stuff. It's just a good movie, and they have to basically try to hunt him down. And he's just taking them out, which is awesome. So
I got another one, but I'll wait for your next segment.
Oh, my next segment. So okay, so what was I said? The next one was like the remakes they shouldn't have done. Like,
God, there's a fucking million of those.
So you said Psycho was like one you wish they would have had redone.
I go better than that one though.
What's that?
12 Angry Men.
Oh, he loves that fucking movie.
Oh, the classic is by itself a legend, and
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, they have redone it, and it's not.
Yeah, not as good as the original.
Lemon or somebody's in it. It's like it's not nearly as good as the black and white one.
I feel like I watched that in the 5th grade. Like
you probably did watch it.
You probably because of black and white. Yeah.
I watched it in school.
And it didn't touch me the way it touched you, apparently.
No, it didn't touch me, but I think it was just really good. But I like it because it's about the trial, court case or whatever.
I was in the 5th grade and I probably didn't understand.
You had to watch. You didn't watch it when it came out. We weren't allowed.
I know. I didn't say it was when it came out.
Well, it wasn't in the 5th grade. I can promise you that.
I watched Where the Red Fern Grows in the 5th grade too, but it wasn't a new release.
No, I know, but 5th grade, you wouldn't even understand 12 Angry Men. There's no way you watched it in 5th grade.
Okay.
I didn't watch it, but what about Point Break? I didn't watch the remake, the original, but they did a remake of it. I didn't watch it.
That's a good one, too. I haven't seen the remake
I think I saw the remake, and I fucking forgot it because the first one was so much better.
Yeah.
I was like, this is trash. That's where they wore there were surfers and they wore the presidents.
With Swayze and them, yeah. Swayze and Keanu. It was really a secret romance story, but that's how people mock it on there.
Between Keanu and
Swayze, yeah, like online. You never see that like online and stuff like people will joke about. Just like they make fun of it on.
I can see that.
The movie with Simon Pegg and what you call him, Hot Fuzz. I can't. The guy that does the movies with him, and then the police, and he's doing all the police type stuff. And he's like, "You've never seen Point Break?" And he's like, "No." And he's like, "The Secret Romance," and blah blah blah. And so Keanu can't shoot Patrick, so he just aims his gun in the air and starts shooting shots in the air because he can't shoot him. And just like
go back and watch it. It goes that way. You're probably right. It's probably true.
So I I just Googled, because I can't think of a lot of movies that have been remade, but so I Googled A Star is Born. I never seen the original, but I saw and it was really good. But here's a good one that should have never been remade, because I saw the second remake and I saw Flatliners. That should have
I never watched the remake. I like the first one though.
The remake.
I don't know that I've ever seen the remake either.
Yeah. You might have seen the Magnificent Seven, but I never saw that.
I saw Magnificent Seven.
Poltergeist, they remade Poltergeist.
Yeah,
They shouldn't touch that one either.
That's a good one too. That
Yeah.
shouldn't have been.
Overboard was one of my favorites as a kid. With
They made a
Goldie
remake
Hawn.
of it? I never saw the first one, but they made a remake of it?
Yeah. It's got Anna Faris in it, which I love, but you can't fucking.
Does that say Dumb and Dumber?
No, it says Ocean's 11.
Overboard. I thought it said
Overboard.
Dumb and Dumber. Yeah, Ocean's 11 was, but
I
I don't know if I've ever seen the original Ocean's 11 actually.
didn't know Straw Dogs was a remake.
Yeah, Straw Dogs goes back, yeah.
I never watched the original, but I liked the
original was kind of intense.
Well, the remake was intense.
Yeah.
Evil Dead.
Never even heard of half of these.
There was a 20 sacks, 50 turnovers, and 1,000 tackles in 12 seasons. Plus Super Bowl Leroy should have been first ballot. Lots of numbers. Yeah. He was
Cape Fear
good.
was a remake?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you didn't know Cape Fear was a remake?
What the fuck? I love that movie.
The original was Gregory Peck.
Yeah, the original one's pretty good too though.
Cape Fear was one of the most like intense. That's like my like.
That's a good one there.
Compared to any thriller, I compare it to Cape Fear because that one was fucking bonkers.
Yeah, I used to do Robert De Niro imitating his thing when he was in prison.
That one actually might be one where like the remake is actually better than.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. The original was pretty intense. Though,
Yeah, no,
too,
the original was really good.
But
too.
you had a little bit
like
more
it.
with Nolte and De Niro. Yeah.
I do like the second one because I think probably because of the actors.
There's so many movies that can be remade because this isn't a very long list. The Ring was a remake.
Japanese was original. Yeah.
The Ring is like the scariest movie to me. The Ring and The Strangers. Have you ever watched The Strangers?
Ring wasn't too scary. I mean, it was PG, so it couldn't go too far.
It was fucking because I don't think it's scary unless it's a little.
If you watch the Japanese version, it's scarier than that though. So the Japanese versions are always more intense.
And I wouldn't understand that it was scary.
Yeah. And the Japanese, I think the Japanese version is Ringu or something it's called, but that's what it was based off of.
So what's the scariest movie that you've seen and you're like, fuck, I'm a little scared?
I don't get scared as much now, but when I was younger, the first time I saw like The Exorcist on TV, I think was one that freaked me out. The Exorcist and Salem's Lot were the two freakiest ones when I was a kid.
Yeah, The Exorcist was like that could happen.
No, it was a true story.
Yeah, well,
The Exorcist was a true story.
Yeah, but they took the whole media.
Liberties.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
But it's based on a true
But there's a lot more things that are probably more scary than Catholic Church than that now.
No. But have you ever seen Strangers? The Strangers?
Green pea on everybody.
I think
What
it's
is-
got
what is-
Liv
Oh, I
Tyler.
remember as a kid. No, I never saw that one.
It's
But when I
based
saw
on
when
a
I
true
was
story.
younger, back in the 80s, that freaked people out. When a Stranger Calls.
Oh yeah.
That was a good
Was
scary
it the
movie back then.
babysitter and the phone
Yeah.
rings?
And
Yeah,
then-
that one was fucking
they're like he's
crazy.
in the house. Like yeah, that freaked some people out.
Did they do a remake on that one?
I don't know. But The Strangers, that one,
Mhm.
fuck, I won't watch it again. It's based on a true story. This couple goes to this cabin out in the woods, and these people are knocking on the door.
Tyler's
Yeah,
the main person. In
and they're knocking on the door asking for help.
Oh,
and then
I
they're
do
like,
know that one. I don't think
and
I've
then
seen
they
it, but
come
I
in
know
with
that one.
potato sacks on their heads, and they're like
Yeah.
in the background, like that fucking shit fucked me up. That was
Yeah.
scary.
You know, a freaky movie from back in the 70s that I'll get you is Clockwork Orange.
Oh,
That movie gets pretty intense. That's probably Malcolm McDowell's favorite role I think I've ever seen him do. Which he was kind of half off his rocker in that role. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but yeah, he was really good.
Oh, what about The Shining? The Shining was really good too.
That's what I was just gonna
Yeah,
say.
Shining's a classic. But they did a remake of that too. The Shining, the first movie, wasn't really the way the book was, so they did a second one more off the book.
I was thinking like I remember as a kid watching Cujo and thinking it was but I've seen it since and I'm like, I don't know.
When you were younger though, that was like
That's
pretty
what I mean
intense
as a kid.
yeah.
I'm like, it was kind of like,
No,
Yeah.
that was fucking scary.
Yeah.
Shining, but then I watched, as I got older, I watched again. I'm like, yes, no, whatever.
Yeah,
But still,
like-
The Shining, still kind of like.
The Shine is still good. I still like Christine is still good. I like watching that. I still like watching The Langoliers. I like a lot of Stephen King stuff. So I think his thing holds well over time.
Mm-hmm.
But it's so funny because one of his best movies isn't even scary. It's Stand By Me. Like, it's like.
Oh yeah. Well, The Green Mile is
so good.
I think
The Green Mile's one of his too. Yeah.
Is it really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Stephen King, has he ever been married? Because how scary would it be to
I don't
fucking
think so.
sleep next to that dude?
There's
That
no
If
way.
he was, his wife was probably some of those characters we've seen.
Yeah, there's no way they got there for this
yeah, all of
married.
his books were based off of his wife.
Yeah.
But Misery was one of his
Oh,
ones too.
so
Yeah.
good. Yes.
Still, when that freaking Kathy Bates picks up that damn hammer.
I love Kathy.
The
Bates.
Misery was great. That's a good one too.
I
Yeah.
loved Michael Can. He just died, and he always reminded me of his dad. They had the same like kind of frizzy hair, and like I loved.
Kind of the demeanor-ish sort of was.
Yeah.
Kind of the same a little bit when he
Yeah.
was in the Vegas, that show Vegas.
Yeah.
Kind of, I could see a lot of him in that, in
Yeah.
that character a little bit.
Yeah, Middle Fruits that I haven't caught a movie since the 80s. Mind you, I'm the only one in the world who doesn't have Netflix either. There's a
Hey,
bunch of people that don't
Happy,
have it, I'm
continue
sure.
on.
And then Peggy's in the house. Hey, Peggy. You're doing a lot hanging in tonight, so.
It's only
So far, yeah, I was gonna say it's-
9:30.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so we said the first one was what was the movie you don't want to see remade,
Yeah.
and the second one was movies they shouldn't have remade. So the third one is what movie would you like to see remade?
Oh.
Oh God. Well, I'm kind of thinking a shitty ass movie that they could do better. So
It could be a good movie. Like I wouldn't mind seeing them do like a new like remake to The Birds with some of the stuff they could do now with technology. I think that would be kind of freaky.
I
The
know.
Birds.
Yeah, with Alfred Hitchcock's movie. Yeah.
Yeah.
Money Pit.
You want to see him make money? Isn't that one with Tom Hanks before or something?
Tom Hanks and Shelley Long, The Money Pit. I want to see that remade.
Why that one?
I don't know. It just is what popped in my head, and I want that one remade.
I would like to see. No, it wouldn't be at the top of my list, but I would like to see the original 3 Star Wars redone.
The original 3, go back and remake them? Really?
Bring it more up to date.
Yeah, to kind of catch up with the newer ones.
Like with
now.
the-
Dude, that would just blow up the Star Wars galaxy. They went back and touched those are George Lucas classics.
Yeah, well, I know that, but I mean, like those would be like I would like to see it with today's technology instead of a tennis shoe flying on a string, acting like a spaceship. Which is what they did in some of those.
Yeah.
Now I know against the grain, like most people, are like you're fucking stupid. You shouldn't be doing, touching that, but whatever, that'd be one. That'd be like,
It's your opinion, and you can have
no,
that.
I know, but I mean, I like Star Wars too. So in the sense, I'm like,
But it looks so
don't
cheesy
touch
when you
that.
watch it now.
yeah, don't touch it. That would be kind of one to be like, yeah, maybe don't change the storyline or anything, or just update the technology.
CGI, yeah.
Yeah, no, I saw a thing about Roadhouse and it just made me think about like the remakes of some of the movies they're actually doing now. And it's just like,
Ooh.
Because a lot of those remakes, they do change it a little bit, but
Urban Cowboy and Staying Alive. Those would be good remakes.
Urban Cowboy Staying Alive.
Yeah.
Yeah, but could you do the Staying Alive now? Because I mean, like the whole disco thing isn't really.
Hey, we're not like actually gonna remake them, Rod. It's just,
No, but I mean, the whole Staying Alive thing was him being like a dancer and stuff. I mean, I guess you could do it, but you'd have music from today instead of back in the 70s.
Yeah.
So you could redo that. Yeah.
It could bring disco back.
I mean, breaking is coming to the Olympics in 2024, so
no, how crazy is that?
they could do a whole new breaking movie.
Yeah.
Oh, I used to love
It could be like Breaking 5, we made it. Like,
I used to love those movies.
and it'll be at the Olympics.
What was that Breaking?
Breaking
Was
2,
it
Electric
Boogaloo?
Boogaloo.
Something
Yeah,
like that?
yeah,
Is that breakdancing?
yeah.
Hip-hop
I can't believe it's going to be an Olympic event in 2024. I mean, I flip on ESPN on some days and it's freaking cornhole, it's fucking darts, it's billiards, it's shit that was never on there back in the day, and now we're gonna have breaking in the Olympics. It's just like,
I mean, you think about it though, not everybody can do that. So I would, I mean,
but is it a sport? I mean, it's a competition, I guess.
yeah,
Maybe.
you have ice skating though, so why not breakdancing too?
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of a thing there too. So, they do have ice skating. He's right. So,
I mean, you know, I know it's not Summer Olympics, but still.
I wonder how they're going to judge the criteria. How they're going to judge them, right? Like, oh no, you don't have the right windbreaker. You know, you didn't bring your own cardboard. I mean, how are you going to judge? How are you going to judge the breakers?
Your thing goes on crooked, so you can't. Yeah, we're going to deduct you some points.
We're deducting some points there. Your Adidas are laced up. They're not supposed to be laced up. So.
I'll definitely watch that when it comes. Like just out of curiosity.
I mean, if they play good music, I'm there.
Yeah.
But if they can't like copyright shit, then no, I'm not there. I don't want to. Yeah.
Yeah, if it's just instrumental.
That's weak.
Yeah.
It'll be. Isn't it? I think is it in France for 2024? I think it's overseas somewhere. I was thinking it might be France, but it'll be interesting.
Here.
It's just like interesting. So. Yeah, but just kind of thinking about the whole movie type thing, and
you got any more questions? I love questions.
You're a question person. I just had simple stuff there. I mean,
I was getting excited because you had the questions, and now you're all out of them.
Well, I mean, I was just asking that because I just saw that stuff. I could probably come up with other questions and stuff. Usually, people will jump in with questions. We don't have we need some of our other people to come. Where's Emerson? Emerson used to come up with all kinds of questions when he's here.
Yeah, no kidding. Where's everybody at tonight?
But well, it is, like I said, first big night really for football, so people are probably watching some of the games and everything too.
And they have the Field of Dreams game on too, Cincinnati and Chicago, which might be the worst Field of Dreams game ever.
Yeah, didn't Reds go down early in that game already?
Yeah, it's 4-0 in the 7th right now.
Yeah, I had some friends post like, well, that turned bad quickly. Like, didn't the game just start? It wasn't gonna score like in the second inning or something.
I do think baseball players are the sexiest of all the sports. I don't know why, but
you should know why.
Well, you marry one.
Maybe you brainwashed.
She's like, I don't know why. I'm like, when you marry one.
Should be a no-brainer there when you at why.
So I really want to crack everyone have to work tonight. Serenity now. There you go. A little Seinfeld.
Yeah.
Serenity now. Actually, speaking of Seinfeld, I flipped on Seinfeld last week at some point, and it ended up being the you used to watch Seinfeld, right?
I fucking hate Seinfeld. I think it is the worst show that has ever been made.
I've watched enough of the reruns.
I don't even know what you're even saying right now. I hear words. I just don't know what you're saying.
I've watched enough of the reruns. I never watched it from beginning to end when it was on, but I've watched enough of the reruns that I've seen probably all of them.
Yeah. I flipped it on. It was the one when they went to like the Massachusetts or Cape Cod or somewhere. And it was when they had the lobster. And he was in the pool and he got walked in on by the one girl he was trying to date or whatever. And walked in, and a friend walked in, and George had gotten out of the pool, so he was in the room changing.
Fucking hate George.
And so he had the shrinkage taking place, and they're trying to ask Elaine about it, and they're like, "Women know what shrinkage is, right?" Jerry's like thinking all women. They're like, "What's shrinkage?" He's like, "You know, when you go in, she's like, it shrinks," and there's just George like, "Oh my God, they don't know it shrinks," so, and all that kind of stuff. And then it was like, then he ended up having one of the women that were there. She was kosher, so she couldn't have lobster or whatever. They were all eating like lobster and stuff. She tried to sneak and get lobster one day and didn't get it. But then George was pissed because she was the one that walked in. So he made these eggs one morning. Everybody's loving the freaking eggs. But he put lobster in the eggs. And like
she didn't know
it. But you look at some of the Seinfeld type stuff they've done, and it was like, someone could say these are actually bad people. Well, some of the stuff they've actually done.
Yeah, all the episodes like go full circle.
Yeah.
Which I don't know if you watched any of the. Have you watched the third?
Yeah, she hasn't seen Seinfeld. She's not a Seinfeld fan. Everybody's
say one of the funniest scenes I've ever seen in TV came from Seinfeld, and it was when Ben Stiller's dad was in there. Was that
That was George's dad.
Yeah, when he his eyebrows got burned off or something, so he blew them off, and then
that wasn't his dad.
Are you mad? Why are you so mad?
That wasn't his dad. That was like Jerry's uncle. That was Jerry's uncle that did that.
That's fucking hilarious. I will give it that.
Like everybody thought he was surprised all the time when he had his
we're mad. Like, why are you so mad at me? Like, why are you so aggressive? And his eyebrows were like painted on real pointy.
Now, one of my favorite ones is when Kramer decides to be the movie phone person, where they call up to see what's playing at the theaters.
Oh yeah,
and he starts going through the list, and they're like, I don't replay it, and he's like. He starts saying all kinds of different things. It was freaking.
I did love Cosmo Kramer. He should have had his own show.
Yeah, the time he did the Merv Griffin set there.
Curb Your Enthusiasm is the same like dry humor, and I really like Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Larry David's the one that.
He's the one that created Seinfeld. If you like Curb Your Enthusiasm, you should like Seinfeld. It's the same.
Well, I should, but I don't.
Basically, HBO's just our version. HBO's our version of Seinfeld, basically.
Yeah. Maybe you should go back and watch Seinfeld, but she don't like. Jason Alexander though. So.
Yeah, I can't. I fucking hate George.
Why do you hate George? What's wrong with George?
I think Pretty Woman ruined him for me.
I didn't. I saw, but I can't remember what he did in Pretty Woman.
Well, he was Richard Gere's friend, and Richard Gere fell in love with Julia Roberts, who was a prostitute.
Right.
And George found out she was a prostitute, so he was alone in the room with her, and then he was like, I know what you do, and he tried to force himself on her.
But that's just one role. You can't hate on Jason Alexander for one role.
I can't help the way I feel, right?
You like that movie with Ben Stiller and Gwyneth Paltrow where he thinks all the ugly women are attractive or whatever?
Shallow Hal.
Shallow Hal.
Yeah, Shallow Hal.
Stiller, not Ben Stiller, but
Jack Black.
Jack Black, yeah.
That was a good movie.
Yeah.
Shallow Hal.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've seen that one. Yeah.
Jason Alexander was in that one.
Yeah, but he was a fucking dick in that movie.
No, he was too, but he had the little tail. And...
I'm glad he had a tail. He probably has one in real life.
So you're stuck on him from the one. You got to typecast it from the one role.
I'm sorry, that's just the way I feel. But I kind of feel like he's probably really a dick in real life because he's short and he's ugly.
So all short guys are.
Well, no, not all.
Just short and ugly guys.
No, just short rich men. Short rich men.
Ain't ugly.
Well, he had a good attitude, but I don't think he has that.
Yeah.
Let's go to the Nitro Thick Mint.
Oh, that sounds good.
Imperial Milk Stout.
That is a good one.
Session Ale, 10% ABV.
No sessionable.
No session. Oh, crack it open, baby.
Hard pour it.
Pour hard.
Oh, tell him what we saw. Okay. Let's let him have his moment though, because he's having a really good time.
I'm just pouring a beer.
But you're enjoying it.
Working the bar. That's what I'm doing.
So Todd came in when I was in the bathtub. He comes in. He was like, look at this TikTok.
Yeah.
And he was like, how to pour a beer. He's like, most people pour it real slow so you don't get a big head on the end of it. But what you need to do is you need to pour it aggressively so it has the thick head on it because the carbonation, something about the flavor of it. But
right.
I'm like, but do you want to sit there for fucking 15 minutes before the
head? No, it's to keep you from getting bloated.
Oh, yeah.
You want to pour at a decent speed so it puts a head on it, opens up the aromas, opens up the flavor, and stops you from being bloated.
Yeah, he sticks the paper.
You about John Taffer.
Do what?
You're talking about John Taffer on Bar Rescue. He does it on Bar Rescue. He puts a towel in it and it'll flow. Yeah.
Foams over, but the one with the head on it, he puts it in and doesn't do anything.
People feel like they're getting robbed if they get a head on the beer. I'm like, you really don't know beer. You should have a head on the beer. Like they would hate a lot of Americans.
I mean, maybe what I should do is get my person.
Oh, I know some people that feel like they get robbed. I see them in the bar, like they complain. They'll be like, "Why is it so much?" Like
they sound like miserable people.
Like you don't know how you really should drink a beer. Is what it is. Like in Europe, you would get thrown out of some of their places probably.
Right.
Like if you pour Guinness in Ireland, it's proper pour is like 119 seconds. And people are waiting, and people are patient, and people have conversation. They let it settle. You're there to enjoy the beer.
See, I'd be like, I'm gonna order this beer. I'm gonna call, pour my beer, and then I'll show up and be ready for me to drink. And then when I get there, then they can get my other beer ready. And by the time the head gets down, then I'll be ready for that beer.
It's not even 2 minutes, though.
2 minutes is a long time when you want to have a
Not
beer.
for you, because I'm sure you can find some shit about
For some people, 2 minutes is a long time.
Shut up, Rod.
No, but my brother, when we go out and the beer has a lot of, he's like, this is what you do to get rid of the head on the beer. You get the oil off of your face and then you stick I'm like, I am not fucking doing that. I'm like,
your brother's been in some good frat parties.
I am not wiping the oil off of my face. Yeah, no, thank you.
You want the head. The head will handle itself. So you would have had that.
I've never met a head that, well, I'm sure they do. Just not when I'm there.
Look, see, this one is nice. It settles down. It's just patience. Enjoy the beer. You're there for the experience of it. Not just to chug it and get drunk. Enjoy it.
Her and her brother. That's how many you can drink and how short a time you can drink.
I mean, if you're there just to get drunk, you might as well just get a 12-pack of Bud and go at it.
Right, exactly.
I mean, I don't mean to get drunk. I mean, let me tell you what happened to me the other day. I was very responsible. So I was getting off of work and Todd was going to go to the bowling alley. And then the one I'm going to marry at Our Lady, I'm not going to marry her. I'm going to marry her. you know what I mean? I'm going to be the minister. Hang
on. Well, while they're doing that, Dee Dee's in the house. What up? Cheers. Welcome, my friend. What time's the tea time? What time's the tea time in the morning? And the Sam says cooking a steak for brunch while the Joyce are doing shift work. It's always brunch somewhere, just like happy hour, right?
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
So your happy hour, Sam, would be like what, 7 a.m. or something, probably, because you're working tonight. Which I've seen bars open that early before.
Well, when we worked at UPS, there was a bar there because there was a lot of third shifters.
Mm-hmm.
We'd get off of work at like 4 or 5 in the morning, and we'd go to Stooges and drink at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning.
That's happy hour.
Yeah.
Okay, here's a question for you and for
4 to 2.
Everybody watching. Preferred place to go to after a night of drinking?
Easy. The fucking Waffle House.
Yes.
I knew you were going to say, there's other places right beside Waffle House, right? Too easy? That'd be your preferred.
Waffle House.
Well, preferred. Okay. Well, I mean, you could do White Castle. You could do Waffle House.
I'd rather do Waffle House, but
but
I'll go for White Castle too.
I do Waffle House.
Mm-hmm.
Next morning, White Castle sounds good then, but the next day you're like, God, that was a terrible idea.
Cincinnati, they have like one of the skylines open to like 4 a.m. down in Covington that people go to. So
not really. Well, now especially with COVID, or since COVID's. Not a lot of places stay open.
Fuck, that was a bad question because now I want to go to the Waffle House.
Didi said that's correct, Shannon. In Germany, we would call it 15 minutes before we got to the stew and order another when we entered the door. So
yes.
Yeah, you would call ahead of time because it's
7:48.
That's how the beers get set. So yeah.
Early tea time tomorrow. Usually, that's about normal, about 8 o'clock or so for him.
Fucking precise. 7:48.
Yeah, that's how you do your tea time. 7:48, and the next one will be like 7:55 because you have to move a certain amount of time off each hole. It's actually pretty pressure for me. Pretty easy.
Well, you're supposed to. It doesn't happen, but you're supposed to. Yeah,
you start playing through people.
No, so I bought this lemonade, Simply Lemonade. Have you ever heard of it? Like
Lemonade, that cool, refreshing. Oh, I have Eddie Murphy.
Simply,
flashback.
the brand Simply. Yeah, pre-made lemonade.
I've had it before.
It says on the bottle 11% juice. So I'm like, what's the other fucking what's
89
minus 11?
89.
What's the other 89%?
Natural flavor.
Probably fake sugars and whatever else.
Well, whatever. I guess it's not that important, really.
You just got a 7 a.m. on Saturday, first out. Yeah.
Ugh.
You know what? If there's something I have to get up early for in the morning that I never have a problem getting up for, it's golf.
Yeah.
That's one thing. Like, pretty much anything else, I've crawled to bed. But if it's up for golf, I'm ready to rock and roll. I'm up early even usually.
We played last Sunday, and so there was a group of 3 guys in front of us, which either they've never played before or they're learning to play.
Mm-hmm.
So we got to the third hole, which is a par 3. And they already hit their shot, but they didn't get it to the green. They're like halfway. Then I think they were up by the green. So anyway, this guy takes off running back towards us, and we're on the tee box waiting for him. And he goes, "You guys can play through." So we're all right. That's cool. So they sit there in their carts by the green and wait. So we hit our shots. We're up by the green or on the green, and as we're driving up there, they drive off to the next hole. And so one of the guys that were with her were like, "You don't have to drive." Like, trying to explain to him, like, when you let somebody play through, you continue playing that hole. You don't go to the next hole and just pick up.
Right.
So by the time we put it out and went to the next hole, they were just teeing off, so we still had to wait for them. We're like, couldn't get mad at them because I'm by the looks of the way they were playing and stuff, I don't think they've ever either have never played before or they had just started playing. So it's like, okay, so
yeah,
kind of get it. And we were trying to help them, but it was like they just drove off. It's like, okay. So I was like, we were thinking, okay, so they're going to let us play through on the next hole. No, they went ahead and teed off, and finally, about 3 holes later, they finally was like, we played through them. I'm like, good Lord. It took forever, too, for the first, 6 holes.
Well, I figure everybody learns at some point, right? So
Right. That's what I said. I was like, we didn't get mad because of that, but it's like, if it was somebody knew what they were doing, they were just being dicks and didn't want it, like, yeah, okay. We're going to hit into you just because.
Right.
But they were young guys, so I was like, they were just learning to play or something.
They're just having fun.
Well, I'm sure they were, but
Yeah. Looking on here. I haven't even looked at any beer news. I got to update the podcast. I haven't even looked at any beer news for this past couple weeks. I need to get that all out there. Did you send me something? I thought you sent me something at one point. Oh, the beer truck overturned.
yes, I did. I think I did tag you on that one.
Yeah, so I guess it was a Bud truck, which is
Yeah,
always like Bud. It seems like that
Oh, the one
flipped
that
over.
Yeah, I saw that.
I only tagged you because it was on Highway 71, so I don't know if it was going towards Cincinnati or whatever. I was like, I knew you knew what Highway 71, so it was like, okay.
Oh,
And it always seems like it's a Bud Light truck that always overturns.
look what I did to my finger, Rod.
How the hell did you do that? Slammed in the
at
car?
work we have, you know what a Dutch door is? It's like where it's cut in half and the top part opens.
Not a Dutch oven.
She said Dutch door. I thought Dutch oven, but
Yeah,
yeah, no.
Like a
When you
door.
started laughing, I knew. I was like, no, not that one. Ron,
No,
not
it's
that
like
one.
a door where you close the bottom and the top part opens and closes. So it's like a
Okay.
door. And so at work, that's the nurse's station. So I was doing something and I fucking closed the top and the bottom at the same time when my finger was in there.
Between it.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh, that's how you did it?
Yeah.
I didn't know you got it in between.
Yeah.
Oh.
Fucking hurt like a bitch.
Let me see here.
What's your favorite soup?
What's my favorite soup? That came out of nowhere.
No, because I was just looking for something to eat and I'm obsessed with one soup right now. So I saw it.
You know what I got in the mood for that I've over the last few years I really never ate when I was a kid, but I end up liking now? Tomato soup.
Oh, I love tomato soup.
I used to never do tomato soup.
Mushroom.
With crackers on it. Oh,
Yeah.
now I want some tomato soup.
Now as a kid, chicken noodle, chicken with rice.
Yeah, but that's good if it's homemade, but not very good if it's.
Campbell's was good. I like Campbell's.
Well, the double noodle Campbell's is good.
They're that or the original chicken noodles.
Yeah,
I
it's
don't
okay, but I've had
I mean, it's not homemade.
Yeah.
For sure. But
I make homemade
Out of
chicken
the
noodle
can.
and homemade chicken and rice, so I'm like the can just doesn't do it for me anymore.
well, no. Yeah.
And tomato,
Well, if you're doing that, yeah.
right? So, but I've never made tomato soup or I've never made any other kind of soups except for vegetable soup. But I don't really care for that.
Yeah, I
But-
think tomato soup, is it Progresso?
I just like the
Progresso,
Campbell's.
Yeah.
You like their tomato soup? I think it's the better tomato soup.
Yeah.
It's
But
pretty good.
I'm obsessed right now with cream of mushroom soup from Campbell's.
Just by itself.
Fucking obsessed. Yes, I'll mix it.
It goes with rice. Like when
You just
No.
you just
most
had
people use it.
You just the
You eat a
concentrate.
straight can, straight
You
out of
do the can. You do a half a can of water. You mix
Right.
it up and put it in the mic. I'm obsessed.
I've never met anybody that
Ugh,
ate like that way. I mean, not that you can't. It's just I've never met anybody do that. Usually, it's like in a
Well, yeah,
rice or something.
Well,
That's
yeah,
usually
well-
an ingredient to a recipe.
Yeah,
In the same way, you can do that as just a soup.
cream of celery. See, that's usually in a recipe too. I never seen
Right.
anybody just
Most
do
of
it.
those
Yeah,
are just like
Yeah.
add on to a recipe, but on the side of the can, it does just say add so much water to make a soup or whatever.
Yeah.
Now I love a cheddar broccoli soup, but it's got to be like a good cheddar broccoli.
It's gotta be
I'm
like
not getting that
cheese.
shit out of the can.
I'm not a broccoli person, but I would imagine it'd be pretty cheesy.
Oh, it's so
He says, like Saturday cartoons, first day back to work, hard as hell to get up. You know, duck and pickled cabbage noodle soup. Never heard of that before.
Ooh, me either.
good. Is he from Canada?
He's North Carolina.
Oh, okay.
He used to live up in Michigan now, but now he's North
Oh,
Carolina.
Michigan. Oh, that's where I want to live.
You guys have fun in Michigan.
We could have had more fun, but he was sick apparently. No, literally. I woke up one day.
Apparently about it.
I woke up.
I
And
mean, I still did shit, but I
Yeah.
didn't feel like doing that.
Yeah.
But I woke up and we was asleep next to me, and of course we got like the blackout curtains, and we got this air conditioner that's.
Oh, you got curtains in there.
Well, yeah, yeah, they aren't as pretty as our curtains here, but so anyway, I wake up, and I wake up and he's next to me, and I pick my phone up and I look and it says fucking 12:30, and I'm thinking, is it 12:30 at night? And then I'm like, no, it's fucking 12:30 in the afternoon.
Oh, wow.
Literally thought he was fucking dead because he's never slept that long. I look over at him and I'm like, oh fuck. And I look at him to see if he's breathing, and I'm like, Todd.
See, I was like, what? What's the matter?
I'm like, it's 12:30. We're on vacation. It's fucking 12:30.
I didn't know what was going on. I was like, I was out of it.
I'm like, I thought you were dead.
I'm like, oh. I was like, I was just asleep. So he says 12:30. I was like, no, I've never slept that late before. I guarantee that.
Yeah.
So I've got some would you rather questions here.
Oh, I'm here
Since
for
you
it.
like those. They're kind of okay so far. Let's see here. Would you rather have a completely automated home or a self-driving car?
A self-driving car.
More than an automated home where everything is just
because
done?
If I'm
and
drunk, it can drive me home.
that's a winning point right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like,
But could they still pull you over for drunk and driving, even though you're not?
You're not driving.
So deep into it. Yeah.
You're
I'm
not
going for
driving.
a self-automated
I'd
car.
go self-automated car too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because then I can just be playing on my phone instead of driving. Yeah.
Or
Self-automated
fast
car.
out, whatever.
I mean, what the fuck does unless they're fucking cleaning my house?
It'd be everything automated. You just say clean the house, it would do everything. Automatic
Yeah.
home would do everything for you. You
Well,
never
I
do
mean,
anything.
If they're gonna clean my house,
Yeah.
and
It's totally automated.
bills, yeah, I would take the self.
You take the home over the car?
Yeah, fuck yeah, if they're gonna clean and cook for me.
Oh, that's true too.
Yes,
Absolutely.
it's
I
fully
thought
auto.
about, like, the thermostat.
That's what I'm saying. It's fully automated, so you don't have to do anything.
Yeah, fuck the car.
Yeah, I'd take the house too then.
I tell my car, or I tell my house, call me a fucking Uber house.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Come get me.
Didi
Yeah.
said the home as well. So
Yeah. Home also now.
Yeah.
Think about it.
I'd like the car point though. I mean, but yeah.
Mix me a drink home. Yes, home.
Fix me dinner.
Home, yeah.
It'd be like the Jetson lifestyle then.
Bean flicker.
Oh, bean flicker, nice.
I don't think a lot of people understand the play on words there.
Now we know bean flicker, but I mean,
Well-
Outside Owls makes good beers.
No, so I watched this show on Apple TV called Physical. Have you seen this? It's got Rose Byrne in it. And
Who?
she's like Rose Byrne.
Rose Byrne.
I've never heard of her. no.
Yeah, you'd know if you saw her.
You know she is.
Yeah, but she is like an aerobics instructor, like in the 80s or whatever. And she's at this big mall and she's fucking around with the owner. They're both married. But one day he comes in, she's on the balcony and he's whacking off and she's doing her thing. So this other couple gets the tape and tries to blackmail her. And he's like, look at her just standing up there flicking her bean. Yeah. Yeah.
Did you ever see the series Damages when it was on FX?
No, I know the show, but I never watched it. I know. I remember
She was the. What was she in that? Was she a lawyer? That was.
Yeah, she started out like
the wife of the.
No, she started out like as an intern or something. And
oh
she moved up. Yeah. But she played in that other movie.
But then they cut it off and went on to a different network for some reason.
What else?
And we could never finish
such a good show.
Well, we need to go back and watch the whole thing again because it's all over now.
Well, we started watching Severance.
I mean, it's all over something else.
Have you watched Severance yet?
No, I have not watched.
It's got like an 8.7 on IMDb.
It's an Apple series.
It's about these people. So what happens is they work for this company and they put this chip in your brain where when you go to work, you don't remember what happens on the outside. And when you go outside, you don't remember what happens at work. So, so it's kind of like fucked up. You don't know what you're doing when you're at work either because it's about numbers and you got to you don't know what you're doing. You got to pick these numbers and put them in these little slots on the computer. And they're like, the new girl starts and they're like, no, when you see these numbers, they're scary numbers. And she's like, ooh, a number 5, that's so scary. But then they're like, are we killing people when we put these numbers in these batches or whatever? But the chip in there, it sounds fucked up.
We're only 3 episodes in, but it's better than when we first started.
Yeah,
for sure.
Rose.
What was this on?
It's on Apple TV. Yeah.
So she's played in I didn't know she played in City. She played in Bridesmaids. Did you see Bridesmaids?
I did see Bridesmaids.
That's her.
Oh, okay. I've seen her before and
Yeah,
stuff.
she's
Okay.
jealous, in Bridesmaids. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then she played, what's the other? Neighbors. I love Neighbors.
Okay.
They move in next to the frat house.
Oh, yeah.
She was in The Boys. I didn't know she was in The Boys. Do you watch
The
Boys?
Yeah, I'm like in season 2 right now.
I love The Boys. Oh, have you watched this movie? This movie is so good. It's not a very well-known movie, but it's got her. It's called Irresistible. It's a Netflix movie. And it's got her and Steve Carell in it.
Yeah, I haven't seen that one.
Oh my God, we watched it. It's so good.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah, I haven't watched that yet, Dee Dee, but I'm planning to here next few days. Everybody talks about how good that is. People are saying it's like the best Predator movie that was done thus far, which is, the first one was pretty damn good. So,
what was the show though? I was telling Rod about, and I'm like, it has like a 99% on Rotten Tomatoes. So good. You didn't watch it.
You just watched it recently, or
like within the last couple of months?
Oh, I was telling you've watched about 4,000 things since then. So
what was it? It was so good.
Okay.
I don't remember. It's not that important. What's your next question?
Let's see. Would you rather live on the beach or a cabin in the woods?
The beach.
The beach. Yeah, the beach.
I mean, you get sick of the sand, but then if you're in the woods, you're gonna get sick of something anywhere.
I'm not a beach person though, so that doesn't really make sense. I mean, I don't hate the beach, but it's not my.
But you could sit in your house and look at the ocean. You don't have to be on the beach.
Yeah.
You don't have to walk out in the sand. You can.
But
just
you get the peaceful tranquility of like a cabin like Gatlinburg or something.
Yeah, I mean, you do get that too.
I mean, if it's a cabin on a lake.
But
I mean, it could be whatever. You're going to be just living in the woods, or you can.
If you live on the beach at nighttime, sitting on the patio and listen to the waves and
stuff.
The
ocean all the way. I love both, but the ocean.
Drinking beer while you're listening to it, that's pretty cool too. So I'd say the beach.
Dee Dee said the beach as well.
I appreciate both, but the beach, yes. See, I like the ocean because it's scary and peaceful at the same time. It's like, I love it, but it's still a little scary,
Well, what scares you about the ocean?
I mean, you don't know what the
sharks.
No, but like you don't know what's in the ocean. It's so big, and there's so much unknown about the ocean, So
yeah. It's so funny. Like, I was reading something, there was something I saw. It was like the funny thing, a prank. You can take your dog to the beach, but call him Shark. So when you're looking for him, you're like, Shark, Shark. Good boy.
The fire alarm or something.
But like, so when I go to the beach, like I think about sharks.
Oh, you have scary movies happen at the beach? I mean, Jaws was at the beach.
Did you ever see? It was called. What was the name of that fucking show?
What was DiCaprio?
It was
The
Creep
Island?
Show, I think.
Creep Show, buried in the beach. Yeah, Ted Danson.
Yes.
Yeah.
Up to the heads.
That's not what I'm talking about.
That was
it
Creep
was like
Show.
a series, though, wasn't it?
Oh, it was a movie.
It was a
Creep
movie.
Show.
But I think HBO.
They did a series also.
And so there was this one show. I watched it when I was a kid.
That was the movie.
No, I'm talking about the series because there
Not
was.
when you was a kid.
Okay, just let me tell my story. So.
Different than going in the water.
Robert
Yeah, you don't have to go in the water. You don't.
Okay. When I was a kid, I saw this show. I don't know what it was called, but it was like had the skeleton guy and on the side of the road, and
Tales
he was
from the
hitchhiking.
Crypt.
Tales from the Crypt, yes.
Yeah, that was a series. Yeah.
Yes. And so there was, I think it was maybe 2 different episodes, but there was one and they were hitchhiking and they picked this guy up off the side of the road. And then he gets in the car and then he, like, I guess they didn't see what he looked like because he had on a hoodie or something. And then he, like, started, like, being creepy and shit, like, gonna murder him. And then he kept saying, "Thanks for the ride, ladies. Thanks for the ride." Yeah. So that one. And then the other one was they were on a lake. They were on a lake and there was this little dock. They swam out and there was this little dock and there was like this little patch of like something like scum floating on the top of the water. And then when they would come out, they were trying to get off that little thing and then the little patch of shit would like eat them up.
Yeah.
It's a good story, Shane. Good story.
That's what I was going to say. How we going to ruin your time?
You should watch it.
The ocean humbles you. The ocean. I tell you what, when I went to Ocean City, Maryland, a few weeks ago, some of the waves they were knocking me down, like they were hitting like so much force and stuff, and you feel like it's just a wave coming in, but some of those waves have some high impact. They'll take you off your feet.
Shit, we was in Michigan that day when it was
freaking
wave galore. It was like good. It was like red flag day or something.
People are still out there swimming in fucking 50-degree water when there's red flags.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was cold.
And then there was a windsurfer, a kite surfer, you know.
So here's a good one. Would you rather travel the world for a year, all expenses paid, or have $40,000 to spend on whatever you want?
Travel the world.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's what we were saying about getting up early. Like the only thing that I'm happy to get up early for is that we have to get on a plane
to go
or
somewhere.
get in the car to go somewhere. That's the
Yeah.
only reason I've ever been happy to wake up early.
That's pretty true there.
Yeah, yeah. I would choose to travel with all expenses paid because I'm going to Belgium and I'm going to drink them under the monastery.
Do what now? What'd you say?
Well, I'm going to Belgium. I'm going to drink the monks under the monastery.
Yeah, there you go.
Like, y'all better get a Snickers. I'm not going anywhere for a while.
No, that's my dream is to travel everywhere.
Yeah. We cruise boat, rock, the water, travel the world. Yeah. Traveling would definitely be it.
Yeah, that'd be
Did you say $40,000? Like
$40,000 to spend however you want.
Yeah.
Or you can
That'd
travel
be
the
gone in
world.
like 2 days.
Depending on what you bought. I mean, yeah.
days.
I mean,
you can take the 40. You can take the 40,000.
I was gonna say
it
2
wouldn't
days.
last a year.
No,
You could take the 40,000 and you could take the 40,000 and invest it.
Yeah, but I don't want to do that. I want to travel the world for a
That
fucking
would
year.
that would never happen, Rod. That would never happen. You could.
Cheers, Shark, and I like your thinking. Travel to a brewery in every country. I like that thinking.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
Yeah, all expenses paid. It's gonna be an expensive trip. Yes, indeed.
Who cares? What do you get paid for?
I'm not spending, so it's on my tab. Yeah.
Like, ooh, you better rethink this one.
Going to Germany and going to try a rock beer. That's not a bad idea either. All the smoke. Bring it all. Bring all the smoke. Yeah, 40K. Don't go too
far, though, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
don't go far now.
Yeah, 40 won't go too far now. 40 is like
buy a car 40,000.
Yeah.
nowadays. No, everything's like going
you're
up
right.
with the markets and
But
stuff.
I think I would have a hard time. Like if I knew I could travel the world, I would meet people. I wouldn't get very far Because I would get like in one spot and I'd meet these people and be like, oh my God, you're my favorite people ever. And then I wouldn't go anywhere until like.
She would never get out of the layover where you get aboard a different plane. You're like, come on, let's go. We're just
40K after the sober up. It's a lot of Tylenol. That's a lot of Tylenol.
Yeah.
So here's one. Would you rather be completely invisible for one day or be able to fly for one day?
Invisible?
I don't know. I might like flying.
I don't know. That's a good one there.
No. Where are you going to fly to in one day?
Anywhere you want. You can fly all over.
Yeah. But
how fast are we flying is what I want to know.
Well, so you're not getting too deep. You're getting too deep, like you tell Todd. You're going too deep.
I don't think I'm going to fly fast.
What are you going to do being invisible? What are you going to do being invisible?
That is true.
What are you going to do with the invisible power?
Yeah, what are you going to do if you're invisible?
I just love to see people.
You see a lot of shit you wouldn't want to see when you're invisible.
No, I'm okay with seeing anything. No, I just want to know who people actually are, you know?
You just want to eavesdrop on people and just hang out like...
Well, I don't want to watch them fucking whack off. That's what your head's going.
No, it's not. I'm just thinking like you sit here and just watch people in their living room.
That's why I like reality TV show. It's like a peek into their life.
That would be...
Yeah, but reality TV shows are mostly staged anyway, so...
But then you could go to your friend's house and then you could see like maybe they're really sad and they didn't tell you they were really sad. And then, you know, they're really sad, so then you could help them, you know?
I think that one would open up a lot more than you'd want to open up. So I'm going to go with the flying.
You get invisible, like, I knew that motherfucker had my lawnmower.
Yeah, well,
yeah.
And they're like, I
don't know if I'd want to know.
I would fucking want to know.
You wouldn't want to know that?
Because I don't want to waste my fucking time on people that don't actually care
What
about
if it was somebody you was friends with for your whole life?
No. I would want to know.
No, you would not want to.
Sharks flying.
Anybody. It could be anybody.
I would fucking want to know.
It could be anybody.
No, I would want to know.
Just like Hazel out.
Hazel, get in here.
Which, if you guys haven't checked out Shark, make sure to check Shark out as well. But he's actually going flying. Dee Dee said flying. My wife treats me like I'm invisible now. You know that feeling sometimes, yeah. Sam flying easily wins. I think so too.
I agree there.
Again, I would fly to every brewery possible. Where you go? You only got it for a day, so you got to make sure you ride it out correctly. I just hope my wings allow the weight of the take-home beers, right? Like the airplane, we have a weight limit here. How strong are my powers? How much can I carry? Some individuals' cars would have some big drop-ins on the hoods. Yeah.
That's why that brings you back to that day when we said what would be your one power or whatever. Mine, or one, I forgot how we questioned it that day. Mine was like teleportation.
Yeah, you could pick one power, superpower.
Yes, I'd be like teleport. For that reason, like I go to this brewery, go to that brewery, do this, go there. Wherever.
No, but I think my brother had the best answer. My brother did have the best answer to that. He said, I would like to be able to go to any place and tell what has happened there. Like, be able to tell the history of a place.
That'd be cool, but I don't know if I'd want to know all that for some places.
I would. Because that's what
some places you'd be like, it'd be like sad. Like, I don't know.
It would be.
Yeah, I know, but why would you want to know
Go
that?
to the hot cocoa.
No, because that's why I'm like afraid of, like, we went to this antique store and I found this thing to hang over our bathtub. And I was like a little hesitant because I'm like, what if this was someplace that bad shit happened?
Bad juju.
Yeah.
Bad juju. And then I bring it into my house and I'm bringing the bad juju into my house. But then I saged it, so it's okay. I mean, it's not okay, but.
You saged it, so you like want voodoo on it?
No, you know what? I asked Todd a question from the question game, and it said something about if you could use a voodoo doll and it worked, would you?
Yeah.
And he said yes. So I ordered him a voodoo doll, and he's not even touched it.
Because it might work, and it freaks them out.
Just a
pink cushion, like where you.
Yeah, you put needles.
Yeah.
Hang on, I'll get it for you.
But it's the
I think
belief.
it's right over here.
But you put the power into it. The power's not in the doll. The power is in what you give it and believe in. But he's like, oh, that's not a real voodoo doll. So
next thing you know, we're breaking out Ouija boards, people. Have you ever done a Ouija board?
yeah,
It might be alive. It's gone.
yeah. It's like I'm going to some place where somebody appreciates me.
Well, if you wake up and you're sore, it's not my fault.
Voodoo doll's walking around. It's like a little toy thing.
It's all like a squeezy. Whatever.
Yeah. It's not like when it was you get down to New Orleans. Where
are you thinking about somebody
right,
when you were just, you might be hurting somebody right now. You're just fucking balling it up in your hand.
Are you getting a headache?
Fuck you. I bought that fucking doll. So that doll is loyal to me.
My head's
Yeah,
starting to hurt
it should
now.
fucking hurt.
Oh, let me see here.
I'm just kidding.
I know what Shannon's probably answer to this one, but said, would you rather lose all your money and valuables or lose all the pictures you have ever taken?
Would you rather lose?
Would you rather lose all your money and valuables or all the pictures you've ever taken?
No, because I kind of believe that, like, I mean, I love pictures. I do. But I feel like the important shit's already in your head, you know?
So you rather lose the pictures than the money and valuables? I know you don't think of money as much, so I thought you'd be more.
But yeah, but like,
because those are sentimental memories with the pictures.
I wouldn't want to lose the pictures.
Really?
Yeah, because you see some pictures, sometimes you're like, I forgot about that, and you're like,
you can get the money back in valuables, you can earn them back, but you can't get the pictures back.
That's why I got insurance. Insurance to give all that back to you. But you can't get the picture. You're right. You can't get your baby pictures of Kylie when she was like you couldn't replace that. You might have in your mind, but it's not the same as actually physically.
Yeah, that's true. Because it might be fun to start all over if you lost everything and you could rebuild. It might be fun.
See, Didi said he would rather lose all the pictures than the money and valuables.
But I don't ever really look at pictures.
I don't usually either, unless it's times that probably now everything is digital that I have, so I flip through, and sometimes I go through like Google photo album, and it's like, oh shit, I forgot all about this, or I forgot all about that.
Right.
Yeah.
But that's the thing, like in history, like when we're gone.
That's a tough one. I agree, Shark. Yeah.
Yeah, we're not gonna have any paper left to tell people what happened to us. It's gonna fucking die with our phones because we never print that shit out.
That's true too.
Yeah. Well, that could be. Yeah. So what did you say? Which one did you rather?
because I feel like if you lose your home and all your valuables, you can start over and build something better. So my home, my valuables,
You wouldn't want to lose those?
No, I would lose my home and my valuables because.
The question was, what would you rather not lose, wasn't it?
No, what would you rather lose?
Oh, would you rather? Oh, I'd rather lose that.
Yeah.
Yeah. My screensaver shows all the pictures I saved. That's his wall there. Yeah. Well, like on my screensaver behind me, it's not on right now, but it does pictures and stuff.
Yeah, but if your computer's in your home and shit and it gets burnt up, then you lose that too.
That's true.
But it's in the cloud. It's in the cloud.
True, but if the cloud got hacked and you lost that.
Oh, Jesus. Terrorists came and nuked us, then we'd all be fucked. So what difference does it make if we lose our pictures or our house? Like,
and if your aunt had a penis, it'd be your uncle.
Yeah, we could just go there.
Let me see here. Oh, that's an easy one here. It said, would you rather spend a year on Mars by yourself or party on a remote island with your friends? It's usually party on a remote island. That's just a stupid one.
Yeah, really. Yeah, that's a no-brainer there.
Would you rather speak to animals or speak 10 foreign languages?
To animals?
I was gonna say there's no doubt about that one.
No, because
I would say sometimes you're like, what is that dog? What are they thinking?
I would take the 10 foreign languages.
Well, you do you, Rod. But
I mean, I could see that too.
But I think that people think animals don't have feelings and they're not that like complicated. Because like I saw this video today of like a fucking rhino flipping over a turtle that was on his. So he had to know, like he was helping him. So he had to have a little bit going on. Like so they're deeper than we think they are.
I think of like Dr. Blue when you think of that. It's like, okay, yeah, I'd want to be able.
Well, I know animals got feelings. I think the 10 foreign languages would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
I mean, at one point I had 2 foreign languages I knew, but yeah.
I mean, it'd be cool too because like
10 would be hard as hell.
One of them dogs or a foreign language, you know.
Yeah, but you have Google Translates for the languages. You don't have Animal Translate.
Yeah, but you got to type it into Google and stuff too. I want to have fluent conversation.
Well, I'm happy that that's your choice.
I mean, the animals,
I support your choice.
Yeah. 10 foreign languages. I want another beer. You have 10 different ways to say it now, right? So
I'm with you. I've used Google Translate. That works just fine.
Yeah.
Speaking of animals, so 2 weeks ago, I think it was 2 weeks ago. So Gordon Ramsay, I always enjoy watching Gordon Ramsay. People got pissed at him. I don't know if you guys saw it or not. So he was at a market with baby lambs or this farm or whatever. And he does that show where he travels to different countries and they make food, all kinds of stuff. But he's basically at this place where they all do baby lambs. And he was making a joke about which lamb he wanted to basically get to make for dinner. And people got upset with him because he was pretty much going to kill one of these lambs. I'm like, where do you think the food comes from? I mean,
it's a little uncomfortable, but
what's it uncomfortable? You know you're going to eat it. You know you're going to eat it, so it's going to come from somewhere. So
yeah.
I mean, why be uncomfortable about it? It's like
because here's the thing:
people have a broken reality about that part. But no, see, people have a broken reality. They don't know if you're a meat eater, the meat's coming from somewhere, right?
Right,
so,
exactly.
Yeah.
Because pigs are my favorite animal, but bacon's one of my favorite foods. So it's just like something I have to battle within myself.
But I think people pick and choose which ones they prefer. Like, I don't see people crying that much over cows. People love burgers. But when they see the lamb, it's like the lamb's like a little cute lamb. We think Mary had a little lamb and all this kind of stuff. And it's kind of, but yeah, lamb is good. I like lamb. I like gyros. I like lamb meat. So, I don't know.
It's totally, totally understand what you're saying. But it's kind of like, we don't have to fucking do the killing, so we don't think about that part. We just enjoy the meat, which isn't right, but that's the way it works.
Well, they said if more people had to kill for their own food, it'd be more vegetarians in the world.
If I had to fucking go out and kill a pig or a cow to eat a burger or bacon, I'd be like, no, thank you. Absolutely not.
Would that be because just of the work or because you had to do the killing?
No, because I don't want to kill anything.
See, I would probably do it. I wouldn't want to do it because of the work you have to put into it and the curing of all that stuff. But
that's a fair point because if I did get the balls to kill it, then I'd have to do all the work. And I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? Like, I fucking killed it, which didn't make me feel good. And now I got to do all this fucking work.
Yeah. I'll just grab some leaves over here and make a salad.
Yeah.
Or just go to Vanessa's where it's already done for you and just.
Yeah, right. She has no problem doing it for you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Didi says, speak to animals. He wants to be Dr. Doolittle, which works for him as a doctor. The baby animal that makes you think that way. Yeah, they think of it like it's like a baby cow. They're like, oh, baby cow's so cute. But like, veal is baby cow, right? Like, who doesn't like veal? Like, yeah, if you like veal, I mean, you're already enjoying that part of it.
I mean, one thing I wouldn't have that hard of a problem.
That's true too, Didi. Like, people have no problem with a live lobster sitting there in a tank. Picking out the lobster.
Yeah, and fish, like I don't know why, but I just don't think fish are that like evolved. So I'm like, I could fucking catch a fish all goddamn day and
you don't do that. You think fish have feelings? Fish have feelings.
Well, I mean,
in fact, these ones like, if we're gonna catch fish, we're gonna kill it and eat it. We're not just gonna catch it and just let it go.
Yes, that's like.
Well, I think if you catch it, you should use it to eat it. You should.
Don't fucking torture.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely agree with that there as well. Yeah, lobster is never a problem there. I think you get over the killing out. Yeah, I think in due time, I agree, Shark. I think after a period of time, it will become second nature. You become accustomed to it, like anything, right? You'd adapt to it. So definitely agree. Josh in the house. What is happening, Josh? Good to see you, buddy. Only animal I won't eat is snake. I didn't even know they had snake in some parts. So yeah, it'd be hard work, but if it came down to that or being a vegan, I'm all of a sudden a hunter. Eating lettuce. Yeah. I'm gonna go with the meat. I'm gonna learn how to. I've watched Walking Dead. I know how to skin some animals from what they've shown on there before. So it goes bad.
And I'm sure it was very detailed in real life. Thanks.
Yeah, if it's needed, I'm all Daryl. I'm out there hunting. So yeah.
Oh, I fucking hate Daryl.
How do you hate Daryl?
Daryl's the kid, right?
No, that was
I loved him, but I hated him at the same time.
There was a rough looking guy that was.
I can't wait.
What's his name's brother?
Yeah, Merle. It was Merle and
No, you're thinking of Carl.
Yeah,
Carl was the son. Yeah,
I fucking hate Carl. He was such a whiny little bitch.
Carl, Rick. Yeah, when they finally did him in, it was like.
I'm sorry I missed that because I stopped watching when they.
Well, you know what is funny? Like, by the time it finally happened to him, he kind of turned the page or turned the corner where people started to like him.
Where he wasn't such a whiny little bitch.
And so when they did it, people were hating him, and then they turned it. Then people got upset when they did it because they're like, now we like him, and now he's gone.
Please everybody.
Yeah.
They're like, you should have done that like 9 seasons ago.
Yeah. But I think hands down, when Glenn had to go. I think that's the one that got most people. I think that's probably the one.
She stopped watching it.
Yeah.
Literally.
She stopped watching it that night. Like, I'm done.
I literally always say, if they do this, I'm going to fucking stop watching. And I never stop watching. I continue. But when they fucking kill Glenn, I'm like, I'm fucking out. Fuck The Walking Dead. And the writers need to go to hell. I'm out.
Yeah.
I think it was the week before where she's like, they looked like Glenn was going to die. And she's like, if they kill Glenn, I'm done. And he didn't die. But then the following week he died. She's like, I'm out. I'm not watching no more. And she never did. She never watched another episode of it.
There was a lot of people that were just like, I mean, there were people like typing into the show and all kinds of. I mean,
yeah, they went too far with that one. I bet they lost a lot of their customers.
But he lived longer on the show than he did in the comics. So.
Yeah, well, that was.
We'll learn to hunt together, Rob. We'll be quoting Seinfeld the whole time and constantly waiting to stop for a beer break. I like that, Sam. I'm on board with that. Yeah. Oh, one of my favorite Seinfeld episodes is the one with the reservations too. It's like, you've never seen that one when they get the rental car, and it's like him in the line at the counter, and it's like I have a rental reservation, and the person is like, "Oh, we don't have that. We have this," and it's like they try to give him like a little car. He's like, "No, I had a, mid-size or whatever," and it's just like, "No, but I had a reservation. I see the reservation. You see the reservation, but I don't think you know." How to work the reservation or something he says on there, like you're supposed to hold the car for that person when you have a reservation.
When you said that, the one I thought of was when I think it was it George? Was it George that used to work for George Steinbrenner?
Yes.
Yeah, for the Yankees.
He parked in there and he never moved his car forever, and it was like bird shit all over it. And he was like just trying to say that he was moving his car, got there early or whatever. Yeah. And it's like he never moved it for like a month or something. And they thought he was working all these overtime hours. And he was never there.
When he had
the Soup Nazi.
The Soup Nazi.
That was an excellent one. That was a good. He was only there for a couple episodes. Really,
I could totally relate to that. If I went to a restaurant and they were yelling at me, I'd be like, okay. Yeah. I wouldn't be like, I'd be like,
moving
well,
on.
That was a funny one, especially when like Elaine and Elaine like says something back, and then George and Jerry like step away from her, like she's not with us.
Yeah.
I don't really know her. Just keep on going. Yeah.
And then she gets all of his recipes and publishes them.
Yeah.
They really did some bad things to people at the point. And that was the whole funny thing in the last episode when they did the show was like they went to a town like in Connecticut or whatever like that and everything and got arrested for like bad things and stuff they had done. But they were showing all these different people coming in from the past episodes that in some way they affected in their life. Like the Soup Nazi showed up and about what they had done and some other people that he'd done stuff to, like Peterson and all those other characters. It was pretty funny. Yeah.
Do you watch? So there's 2 shows on Netflix. Jerry Seinfeld is Comedians in Cars.
I've never seen it. I've seen episodes. I've seen clips of it like on YouTube before, but I never watched the whole thing. Yeah.
It's pretty good. And then have you watched My Next Guest Is with David Letterman?
I have not seen that one.
He's got a lot of cool people
that's pretty
on
good.
there.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah, David Letterman was always pretty good back in the day, and yeah.
So I'll pick, like, he had Obama on there. He had Ryan Reynolds, Kim Kardashian, Kanye West. Like, he's got like a shit ton of people.
I think he had Howard Stern, I think, was one of them.
I had an epiphany the other day.
Mm-hmm.
I was in the car, I was listening to Howard Stern, and I was like, you know what? I mean, this sounds a little gloatful, but I'm like, I feel like I connect with Howard Stern. I'm like, I kind of feel like I'm a female Howard Stern.
Yeah.
Like, I love the way he connects with people, and he still says really like bad shit, but I'm like, I get Howard Stern.
No soup for you next. You're through, Nazi. That's what Elaine said when she had the recipe. She's like, next. Oh. Would you rather be a hero that saved a girl or the villain that took over the world?
Ooh.
So would you rather be Dr. Evil or be Superman?
$1 million.
How am I gonna fucking save a girl though? Fuck.
Well, that's how it was written. Because I mean, girls would be in distress more than boys. That's how they wrote. I didn't write it. That's just how they wrote it. I know what you're thinking.
Yeah, a sexist prick wrote the question. I mean, I don't want to be a villain, so I'll save the girl.
Yeah, but one person's villain is another person's hero.
Yeah, but it says villain, and villain to me is bad, so I don't want to be bad.
But what if you're a good villain?
Oh my God, making things too complicated.
He said Dr. Evil Dave. He's going to be the villain. Yeah.
Evil Dave. Evil Dave on Howard Stern.
I mean, you could be a villain and have your minions and still be good. Your minions will love you. So it's not just you by yourself.
Doesn't matter if they love me if I'm still every bad person has people that love them, doesn't like, they're fucking bad too if they love you and you're bad. Why do I want bad people loving me? Like, no, I just rather save the girl. I'd rather just save the girl. I'd rather save a girl than a guy. So it's
Good to write the author. Like, what is this sexist shit? What about you, Todd?
He's probably paying alimony.
What year was this from anyway?
No, he's probably paying alimony to like 6 wives, and he's like, why do I gotta give all these bitches my money?
But he wants to save the girl anyway.
Jesus.
What did you say, Todd? You a villain or a hero?
I'd save the girl.
He's like, what, you looked at Shannon like?
You're not fucking saving me. I don't need nobody to save me.
I already saved you. I'll save somebody else.
I fucking saved you.
Would you rather never play video games again or never use your favorite mobile app again?
Say it again.
Would you rather never play video games again or never use your favorite mobile app again? That's easy for me. It's mobile app.
No, you know what that just says to me is that guy that's writing this book isn't that fucking old. He knows about mobile apps. And he still asks that fucking sexist question. He's not that fucking old.
He's not.
Next question. We're on to the next now. Mobile app for sure.
Yeah. That question's going to stick with her for a little bit. Make everyone think Curtis Blows of Peru the world. Dr. Evil. Would you rather have to listen to only Justin Bieber or Ariana Grande for the rest of your life?
Oh God, Justin Bieber, I guess. That's a hard question.
What was that?
Justin Bieber or Ariana Grande? Who would you rather listen to?
For the rest of your life.
Justin Bieber. Yeah.
Really? I don't really listen to either one of them, so.
He's got a couple decent songs.
Yeah.
Would you? That's an easy one there. Front of. See down here. Some of these are like that. Would you rather someone read your diary or someone read your text messages?
My text messages.
I don't have a diary.
I don't have a diary.
Kid.
If I did, it would be diary probably.
You'd rather read your diary?
We're gonna write like if I have like a journal where I write stuff down like poetry or thoughts and stuff like that. Everything rather than text messages.
I mean, I wouldn't care either way, honestly.
Yeah. I would go Deaf Shark said if it was Ariana Grande or Bieber. Silence. You'd have to choose one of them. Kill me now.
Right,
Don't listen to
yeah.
any of them.
You have to choose one. So.
Yeah, no diary. I have no diary. I guess I don't have a diary, but I have like a journal of ideas. Like I write down for like the YouTube channel, different thoughts or different writings I do, different scripts and stuff like that, and poetry,
So
stuff like that.
You don't want nobody stealing your materials, so
Yeah.
See, I have like 8 different notebooks where
He says text.
I'll start to write a journal. Yeah. I don't like to call it a diary, but I'll write stuff. I have it like from like 20 years ago, and then I'll stop. And
yeah, her book, if she ever wrote one, would take her about 45 years to write.
And so then I'll read it. Like when I clean and shit out, I'll find one diary, and then I'll find it. Like I have like 8 of them that are half done, and then I'll go back and read them. I'm like, what a pathetic bitch. Yeah.
I guess my diary would be my Untapped log. So what beer I drank today. There you go.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess.
No,
yeah,
but
I guess could be a diary.
But when I was cleaning out, I read one of my diaries, and I wrote, because I had taken my Ambien, and it's like real sloppy, and then so I wrote this thing. I'm like, if anybody reads this when I'm dead, I'm on Ambien, and that's why it's so sloppy. And yeah, I'm not this big of a mess. I'm just like, because somebody's gonna find that shit after I die.
Yeah.
I only write.
She's like 45 years.
45 years to write.
That's from what Todd said. Yeah.
Why do you think it would take 45 years?
Because you start and stop.
Your thought process sometimes.
Nah, I'm done.
Yeah, it would take me 45 years.
2 paragraphs, and like 6 years later, like.
Would you rather be popular?
Yeah.
Would you rather be popular but have fake friends, or be unpopular but have real friends?
I'm popular all day, every day.
Unpopular, real friends for sure.
Yeah, I fucking hate fake people.
Yeah. But with the popularity comes other opportunities and stuff too.
But are
if you knew they were fake friends, you would have them as
Yeah, but you would be so lonely with fake friends.
That's a good point, though, Rod. That is a good point, because it could like get you into a lot of different avenues.
But I don't think you'll ever be happy.
It would be empty. You'd be empty inside.
Yes, you'd be empty.
I mean, I kind of think of like the way it's written, like kind of like high school years and that and everything. But it's kind of like you could be popular and be able to go wherever you want to go and do whatever you want to do. And yeah, you'd have some fake friends. I mean, I think when you're popular, that's going to kind of come with it anyway, a little bit. Like when you're an athlete and you have that money, you don't know who's really your friend sometimes.
Right.
They're just hanger-ons. It's like they're hanging on just because you have the money and stuff. So
yeah. And that's why I don't ever want to be rich, because I know who loves me now. And if I get rich, then maybe they're just using me, and I'll never know who actually cares about me.
I think I'd be popular.
Well,
I don't mind a few fake friends. I mean, I just have to watch them. Like Nino in New Jack City, I keep my eye on them. Stab somebody in the hand at the table.
I'd like to do that too.
You never seen New Jack City, have you, Shannon? I think Todd, you've seen it, haven't you?
Oh yeah,
I have, but
back in 1993 or whenever. It's been a long time.
Wesley Snipes
and Billy Idol, or not Billy Idol, Billy.
Not Billy Idol. Ice-T.
Billy Crystal.
No.
What is that movie? What is that movie with Billy Crystal? The Cowboys Don't Dance? Something like that?
Look it up.
Harry Met Sally?
No, it wasn't.
Billy Crystal? What are you talking about?
Look at the movie. There's a movie with Billy Crystal and Wesley Snipes. Maybe.
I don't think so. I don't think there is.
I don't remember that one either.
It's called Cowboys Don't Dance. Or New York City Jack or something like that.
New Jack City? Billy Crystal wasn't in that.
Let's see. Billy Crystal.
And Wesley Snipes.
Well, I don't think I can look it up that way.
See, Dee Dee says fake friends go with being ruler of the world, right?
How long ago are you thinking?
Shark said unpopular.
In the 80s.
Can I get a signed copy now? Damn. I would also
Hey,
write in a diary with white ink. White ink in a diary page, very good. It'd be hidden. You need a secret decoder ring.
Billy Crystal played in it.
Billy Idol, eyes with no face with Snipes breakdancing.
Billy Crystal.
Yeah.
City Slickers.
Wesley Snipes wasn't in City Slickers.
He was not in City Slickers.
Bill, I mean, I'm just confused.
I don't know if they've ever been in a movie together.
They probably haven't.
I don't think they have been.
City Slickers, that was not Wesley Snipes.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Who was in it, though?
I don't even know if there's any black people in City Slickers.
Probably not. Jack Palance.
Jack Palance, his
Daniel
brother.
Stern.
Yeah. Curly is his character in City Slickers.
Yeah, that was an awful movie.
City Slickers? That was good.
No, it wasn't good.
Yes, you get. Look at the
There's one
IMDb.
black guy in there, Bill Henderson.
What's the IMDb on City Slickers?
6.8. I can't even believe it got that high.
It's pretty funny. It was a good movie.
That was a good
Yeah.
movie.
It was funny in the fucking 80s. It's not funny anymore.
Oh, now you got a limit where people can be
Bill
funny.
Lewis was in it, too.
Bill Lewis.
Okay.
I think I remember her on
Howard the Duck. Do you remember Howard the Duck?
That was a terrible movie.
It was, but I fucking loved it.
That was really terrible.
Terrible.
Billy Crystal was in that one, too, wasn't he?
Howard the Duck?
Yeah.
No, that was Emilio Estevez,
I'm
I
so,
believe.
yeah.
What are you?
She's terrible with those types of things.
Who was in
Oh,
Howard
no.
the Duck?
Hang on, I'll tell you.
Oh, and Roger Rabbit. Roger Rabbit and Howard the Duck were my 80s movies when I was like 10.
Mm.
I love those movies. Howard the Duck.
Which got a 4.7.
Actually, it should, yeah.
Leah Thompson.
Tim Robbins.
Tim Robinson was in Howard the Duck.
Yeah, I don't remember that either.
Wow.
I like his picture. That is the picture of one of the guys in Howard the Duck.
Oh yeah.
No, but didn't Tim Robbins play in Enemy Mine? Or was that?
Oh, that was Randy Quaid and Lou Gossett.
Oh.
You were like all over.
That
Or
was a
Dennis
long
Dennis
time
Quaid,
ago.
not Randy Quaid. Dennis Quaid. Yeah.
Whatever. So, but I saw Tim Robbins and it made me think of the Quaid, Dennis Quaid, and because I get them mixed up. And then I thought about the gay guy that grabbed my ass because we were talking about Enemy Mine.
I don't even know.
That coming full circle.
I don't even know where that turn even went on that one. Yeah. Yeah.
That's what happens. I have this memory and then it connects to this one and then it just never fully evolves and then I just skip to,
It's like shoots and ladders in there.
Yeah. You ever seen that movie 50 First Dates?
Oh, shut. It's not that bad.
He's like,
It's like living with Drew Barrymore every single day in that movie.
she wakes up. It's like watching VCR when she wakes up.
No. I think you tell me shit and you don't actually
No, I
tell me
guarantee
shit.
you. I guarantee you.
And then I know I'm forgetful. And then you say, I told you yesterday. And I'm like, well, I'm forgetful. So maybe he did.
Maybe she's more like Memento. That was a good movie.
But I don't think that was a crazy movie. That was a good movie.
Yeah. He had to take Polaroids to remember everything. You never saw Memento, Shannon?
I think I did. It was like
Guy Pearce. That was pretty good.
I don't remember.
no, I remember Memento. It's like in like a tattoo scribe or like a Sharpie Memento. And he's dreaming all the time. Is that
He's not
right?
dreaming. He has short-term memory, so he can't remember
Oh, yeah.
everything. So he takes pictures to remember stuff. Like when he wakes up or his memory comes back, he looks at these pictures and it kind of guides him.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. See, I remember the show him that. I remember seeing Memento in those like letters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a good film.
But see, I don't.
That was a good movie.
I watch a movie and I fucking forget about it. I don't store those memories. And then people like say these lines for movies, and I'm like, how do you fucking remember that? I'm like, I watch it for entertainment purposes only, and then I forget it ever happened, and then I move on to other things.
So you don't have a movie you could ever quote, like?
No, early, not too many.
I mean, I could quote a couple.
Maybe
lines
some of your
from,
like popular ones that.
Oh, I could quote Dirty Dancing.
Famous, whatever.
And I could quote Titanic. I could quote a couple of things from what's that movie with Streaking in the Quad with Will Ferrell and
Old School?
Yeah, Old School. I could do Old School.
You can do Old School. You can quote some Old
Streaking in the
School.
Quad.
Is that the only one you know?
I mean, I don't
That's
know.
not the quote, but
Whatever.
this part, that kind of how we were going with it.
Yeah.
She knows we're going streaking. We're going streaking.
No, it's so funny though, because they pick him up and then he's in the back seat all naked, and then her friends are looking at his penis and they're like, And they were talking about being cold outside.
Oh yeah, he was backing in.
Oh yeah.
And later Romney goes, "Is it cold outside, Frank?"
I fucking love Will Ferrell. Yes.
Oh man, yeah. You may be wondering, why do we tie a rope to your penis?
I throw the brook over.
The one fat guy goes over.
You're my boy, Blue.
Yeah.
Oh, I do remember Blue, the old guy.
Yeah.
Fucking love Blue.
Dad and wrestling.
Says, ring the bell, you pussy.
Boy, wrestling, he died.
Oh, you think you can handle this? Like, you think you can handle this, old man? And he's just like,
That was a great movie.
And he's singing Dust in the Wind.
Stand up. He's like crying, you know.
Like, you're my boy.
Blue. You're my boy.
I could watch that movie over and over again. That's pretty fucking
That's one of those,
hilarious.
like, you pick up something, like a new thing every single time you watch it.
Yeah. No Frank the
New Blue. Bring a green hat.
Like a little Bed Bath and Beyond. I don't know, depending on time.
Yeah. Frank the Tank.
Yeah.
I gotta watch the movie again now.
Yeah. Frank, he's not a toy. He's like cursing at the kid. It's like earmuffs.
Earmuffs.
Oh, Couples Resort. Fucking love that one.
That's a good one too.
I haven't seen that one in a while. Yeah.
Oh my god, I love that one. It's like so good.
We're playing the.
What's up, Big Daddy in the house? Goose Island Lost Palette. I haven't seen that one yet.
Big Daddy.
Yeah, after he drinks the beer bong, it's so good when it hits the lips.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll do one. He's gonna do one.
Now, I'm gonna tell you this.
And then what you call him? Luke Wilson is like the Godfather. He's at work like we went in this fraternity.
I think it's when you went with my brother to that beer festival and you spent the night. And I was here by myself and I was looking for a movie to watch. This movie did not age well at all. Hall Pass.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was a funny movie at the time.
It was
yeah.
very funny. I mean, it's still funny, but it didn't age well. About
Sudeikis is pretty good in it. Yeah.
They go into the coffee shop and they're like looking at the girls' tits and they're like taking like for the spank bank, their photo. Yeah.
Bank.
Yeah.
We're going to Applebee's. Yeah, that's where we go.
Yeah.
Like when Applebee's become the hangout. Yeah.
And their wives were like, "Oh, he thinks because they were like, you can have a hall pass," because they were like, nothing's gonna happen. Like they think they're gonna lay all these women,
yeah,
but it's not gonna happen. And
they're just all sitting there with chicken wings and stuff. Yeah. Oh, that's pretty cool, Sam.
Yeah.
Also, football players do the Frank the Tank after kick a goal.
Frank the Tank.
Was that an old?
Step Brothers was pretty funny too. That was one of the last week I was watching that one. Yeah,
That's a great one too.
I fucking love that movie.
She touched my drums. I didn't touch your drums. I knew you touched my
God.
drums.
He said that on TV when I was
What are you going to do? I'll put my scrotum on your drums.
That was a good one. So good.
Oh my
Upstairs
god.
built his bunk bed.
Yeah. Porky's. Yeah, Porky's that's a classic one from the 80s there.
Oh,
That's early
Porky's.
80s.
Or was that? Would that be one you want to see do as a remake?
Yeah, they need a fucking remake. They couldn't remake it now. It would get shut down. It would.
Oh,
never-
they could. I think they could probably remake it. I mean,
It would be too politically incorrect.
Oh, Kim Cattrall in that one.
Yeah,
Oh,
it would
Lassie.
be too, like
She was
Yeah.
Lassie. Yeah.
she's Lassie. Yeah.
Like,
I guess that's why. I guess that's why I always had a thing for Kim Cattrall on Sex and the City because probably went back to my years of her being Lassie.
She
Probably.
was fucking hot. Yes,
Yeah.
I love Kim Cattrall and Sex
Why do
and
they
the
call her Lassie? Get her in the rafters. You'll find out.
City. Mhm.
Oh man, yeah. If I could just see it, I know I can identify it. A little mole, like you want us to bring the boys in so you can see their penises. Like,
Oh my god.
Bueller. Bueller ball breaker.
oh my god, that was funny. Yeah,
Mm.
yeah. That's another one. Will Ferrell had a nice
That
run.
is a good one too.
Talladega Nights. I could do Talladega Nights like
Mm.
Andy freaking time. That Will Ferrell had a good run with stuff there.
He
so,
did. Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Was it the one with him and No. with
Yeah, him and John
Mark
C. Riley.
Stepdad?
Talladega.
No, the one with
Step Brothers.
Step
no,
Brother.
I'm talking about the one with him and Mark Wahlberg, where he marries.
Oh, that was
his wife.
Stepdad.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was a
that
pretty
was
good one
good
too.
too.
But that
Yeah.
was long. That was long after those other ones though. But that was a good one too, though. That was good.
I
Yeah.
keep
Will
seeing the
Ferrell
clip.
is funny anyway.
I keep seeing the clip on TikTok where Mark Wahlberg goes over to Will Ferrell's house and Eva Mendes walks out and he's her wife. She's Will Ferrell's wife, and he's like, "How did you? Who is that?" And he's like, "That's my wife." And he's like, "No, really, who is that?" And he's like, "I know, she looks like shit right now." And
Oh yeah, yeah. No, that was a stepdad though. That was
no, it wasn't.
that was the one of the two cops. That's when Samuel Jackson and Rock died in the beginning.
That one was
and him and Mark Wahlberg. That's his partner, Mark Wahlberg, for that one.
Yeah,
Because they did two together, but it's just like the good guys. That's what it was.
yeah, good.
Oh,
Yeah,
that was
yeah.
good. That was a really good one too.
Yeah. But yeah, Talladega Nights was fucking. That's still one of my favorites. Sit there and watch. Did you touch my? She was hot as hell. When the police, yeah, she was a police academy too. Yeah, Kim Cattrall. Yeah.
No, but she was a
Oh,
mannequin.
yeah, I forgot about that. Oh, yeah.
Remember
she was
her
in
in
that one,
Mannequin?
too, yeah.
She was the mannequin in Mannequin.
She
Or
was
was she
the
in
mannequin
Mannequin?
in Mannequin.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
That is one of my favorite songs.
when
Is
they're
from that.
when they're in Target or whatever.
They're not in Target. They're in a department
Yeah.
store.
Well, I thought it was Target or something.
No, you're talking about it don't matter. But Nothing's Gonna Stop Us Now by Starship.
Yeah.
But I was thinking it was. I was thinking it was Target though for some reason.
No, it's Walmart, and it's Where the Heart Is what you're thinking of.
But when
Yeah.
Todd comes back, I got two words for him that every boy that grew up in the 80s knows.
Hang on, it's getting nice. You got two words. Oh my God, how much ice do you need?
What's he doing over there?
He's
Icing
getting
down.
ice.
Why put it on crushed? I didn't know that.
Oh, somebody out there on crushed.
Why don't we do it?
What's he getting ice for?
Mm-hmm. Water.
Gotta stay hydrated.
Pizza rolls are so good.
They hit the spot. Now on the other side of the table. Tom Hanks.
Oh my God, I
Life
loved
of
that
Life.
movie.
That was
I
pretty good.
fucking loved that movie.
Yeah.
Go party. That was a
The
good. One.
freaking horse.
What about Hard Bodies? Does anybody remember Hard Bodies?
I remember Hard Bodies.
That was like 80s. That was like the first naughty movie I ever watched.
What was the one with William Hurt and it was a chick that he was like kind of, I was like a voyeur type, but he was like kind of spy or kind of, I can't remember, Body Double or something, or it was something with William Hurt. I gotta look it up.
I don't know.
But 2 words in the 80s, one person that mattered. Kelly LeBrock.
Kapowski?
No, Kelly. What? Kelly LeBrock.
Can't say by the bell.
Yeah.
Kelly LeBrock was. She came out of Weird Science.
Oh, Weird Science.
Yeah. I was like, if you were going to create a woman out of a doll, that was a perfect match.
Mm-hmm. You're so good.
It's pepperoni and bacon. I've never even seen those before.
Mm.
I'm trying to see what movie it was. It was like kind of like you were saying there, Shannon. It was kind of like one of those naughty movies, or so to speak.
I love the naughty movies.
It was like one of those things like back in the 80s where it was like parents watch like, go to bed. We're watching the movie. Like, what are you watching? You don't need to know what we're watching right now.
Right.
10 was that way. That was another one.
Watching when the picture was all scrambled. You can
When-
see like boob every
When
now
Bo
and again.
Derek was in 10, that was like back in
Yeah,
the day.
she
That
was
was,
like-
yeah.
You know who she's married to? She's married to Aiden from Sex and the City.
Is she really now?
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
She's got to be like, what, 80 or
Oh, she's a lot older than him.
She's like
Yeah.
30
Yeah,
years older than
yeah.
him, isn't she? How old is she now?
I don't know, but
Body Heat. That's the movie. It was 81 Body Heat.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's the one. Basic Instinct
Wow.
was a classic. I mean,
I
that's
saw
got to
it,
be one of the most rewound scenes in the movies for a lot of young boys.
That and what's
The Phoebe Cates and
Yes,
Fast
yeah.
Times.
No.
Yeah.
Fast Times, yes.
What about 9.5 Weeks?
Oh, Kim Basinger.
That was a good movie back in the day. I mean,
That was a good rewind scene.
that had you thinking, what's in
Was
my
it
fridge
ice
right
and shit?
now?
Was that the one you're talking? Was that with the ice?
It
or
was in
whatever?
there, but I'm talking about the.
I'm talking about
scene
the whole the fridge scene.
I'm
that
talking
was-
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
too.
yeah. The fridge scene was like, yeah,
I'm talking about the scene where he leaves, and Mickey Rourke was in that, right?
Mhm.
yeah. Him and Kim
Where
Basinger.
he leaves, and she's going through all of his shit, and then he comes back in, and he's like, "What are you doing?" And then he's like, "You're bad. You're a bad girl." And he bends her over the kitchen table, rips her panties off, and has his way with her.
Yeah.
That was way better than the refrigerator scene.
You don't know about that.
No, the first scene was.
Wow.
Yeah,
pretty
I was
hot.
gonna say,
The
yeah, I
first
don't
scene
know.
was pretty damn good. I mean,
That scene took too fucking long. Like, get to the fucking point.
I don't know what to tell you. I mean, I just thought,
I
it
agree
just
with you. Right?
the build up of it all, and yeah, it was. Yeah, I was good with it. Doubt she's a 10 now. Yeah, I don't think she's a
No.
10 now. I think, yeah. I mean,
But I'm so glad she was a 10 at one time for you guys. And now
at some retirement homes, she might be a 10 still. True
Right,
story.
moving
When I was in 8th grade, I was sleeping over with 8 kids. We watched Porky's after we all went to sleep. Like, these mom came down and straddled me and grinded me for a few. Whoa.
What the fuck? You were sexually molested.
Wow.
Yeah. But points to
Wait,
Big Daddy for
How old
pulling
was
that
you?
off.
Oh, in 8th grade?
8th grade.
She needs to go to jail,
No
buddy.
kidding.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. It's that double standard thing, I think.
Did
Like,
you
with
enjoy
guys,
it? Or are you scarred?
That was it was maybe 13, 8th
That's
grade,
the
right?
thing. Did you enjoy it or are you scarred by
He
it?
said, "No shit. What the fuck?" Like he didn't know. Like he was like, I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
that's kind of. I mean,
It's fucked up.
where were the where he's like, I was
Where was
good
the
with
other
it.
kids at?
He's like, I was good with it. I mean, when you're in that age, I
Alright,
mean,
well, you're fine. So
What happened to the other kids? Were they still just laying there like, wait?
they're just all asleep,
They're
I
on
guess. Like, yeah.
no, they were like, she did this to me the last time. It's your turn.
yeah, you're the last one.
Are you sure you weren't dreaming like, risky business or something? Like, I swear she was here.
Oh, God.
Like, wake up, wake up. Oh, I had a great dream.
That was a good scene back in the 80s. Risky Business with the whole subway with him and Rebecca Dorme. You didn't see Risky Business?
No, I saw it, but I don't remember. I
When
only
he
seen
finally
that-
when he finally hooks up with Rebecca Dorme.
Rebecca's
Good morning. Yeah.
Everybody recreates that one.
Yeah.
What was the one where he was a pool shark? I liked that one.
That was him and Jackie Gleason, right? Money, I think.
Money
But he was
Shot?
he was a pool hustler.
What
Yeah.
called money. It was money something.
Yeah. Big Daddy said, all sleeping next to me. She said, are you my little horsey? Swear to
Oh
God.
my god!
I swear to God. Are you my little horse?
That was way before Genuine came out with Ride the Pony, I bet, too.
Maybe that was inspiration. Genuine there?
Maybe Big Daddy's Genuine. Are you Genuine?
That's fucked up.
Oh.
I'm glad you had that experience, though. If you're fine with it,
I mean, that's the whole thing. It's kind of weird. Like, it's
The color of money.
the color of money, yeah.
you can remember like when you were like in high school and like basically like he was 8th grade, like middle going to high, and you'd watch all these different things on movies and stuff like that and everything. And it'd be like back then it was like the whole Joan Collins as being like a mom or somebody, and she was like sleeping with one of the high school kids, or you have all these different women that were kind of these older women, and it was just like, and then it's like, I don't know, it was a different type of thing. If it was a reverse thing, like nobody wanted that to be the guy with the girl, like
Right.
no, totally wrong. But if it was the guy with a woman, they were like, yeah, you shouldn't do that. But then it's like secretly, it's like the dads would give a high five or something. Like they would kind of,
I mean, I feel like some things happen to people and they're not traumatized, but then everybody else says you should be traumatized by that.
Yeah.
And then they're like, oh fuck, now I'm traumatized.
Yeah.
No.
It's like the one with the teachers and the boys that gets called. It was like, who told? It was the one that wasn't getting any in the crew that found out. The other ones were.
Yeah. Not me. Now you said it. Now big guys be like, shit, maybe that was molestation there.
I mean, it was on her part. That's a thing she did wrong. But if you admit it's on her, you continue with your good.
I mean, it was. I mean, if you're a minor, it's still a sexual act done. So yeah, it would be.
Right.
It would still be bad, but
Let's not talk him out of his good memories.
Bad meaning bad, but bad meaning good, as Run DMC once said. Oh man, let's see. I don't even know where we turn to now from that point.
I know.
But we talked about there were some. I'm trying to think of some of the other movies that had some steamy type action back then, right?
You want to know one of the best sex
Basic
scenes?
Instinct.
No, what was it? The one where Richard Gere and Diane Lane, and she's fucking around on him.
Yeah, what was?
That's the one where
What's that fucking called?
she has the affair or whatever, right?
Yeah.
With the foreign dude.
Yeah, and then she goes to end it with him, and then she's running away, and then he grabs her and fucks her in the hallway. That was the best scene.
Oh, what was?
Something about indecent. No, what the fuck was it?
Wasn't a decent proposal?
Unfaithful.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, Diane Lane will pull some good sex scenes.
Yeah, that was. Yeah, she was good looking then.
Oh, she's fucking beautiful. Yeah, like
there was a movie back in the 80s that was Cat People that I really liked as a growing up.
Cat People?
I got to basically know who Natasha Kaczynski was, who I never knew before because she was in it, and she was a famous Russian gymnast. And
yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I was like, I think that's when I started liking gymnasts too. Like, But it was a cool, interesting concept. Like there was a group of people that they would basically transform themselves into like Black Panthers. And they were cat people, so it's called cat people. But basically, they human like we would look, but then they were able to transform themselves into cats and stuff. So it's kind of like a mirror of two worlds. But I do like Panthers now too. I've always liked Panthers. she may have had a big thing on my young growing up time. So yeah, but
a lot of things are making.
But they had a lot of. But that one was a wild, crazy one too. That had a lot of good friction in it. So had to watch that when Mom wasn't around for sure. So yeah.
My good old Red Shoe Diaries.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
Red Shoe Diaries. Yeah.
Skinamax.
Well, in the 90s, it was what? Real Sex, and they stopped making those or whatever.
Oh, no, I
Yeah.
love the Bunny Ranch.
Oh, that was
The Bunny Ranch, that guy.
Where they actually, yes, I fucking loved that show.
Did you ever see the episode when the mom brought her son there? Because
Yes.
she wanted her to learn from a professional. And then she like waited for him and stuff. That is fucking weird. That is like, I can see if maybe you drop me off and I'll catch a ride back or something like that, but you're going to hang out.
Yeah.
It's like, no, I'll wait for you.
And then ask when it's over how it was and all that stuff. I'm like, yeah, that's too
far.
That's some Norman Bates shit right there. Like.
Yeah, that's kind of fucked up. Yeah. I'm all about sexual openness.
Do you think she went home and she's like, when we get back, you can show me what you learned?
You fucking went too far with that, Todd. You fucking went too far with that.
What else would you think?
I mean, you never know. In this world, you never know.
Right.
Some things are better thought, not.
I mean, who sits there and waits for their kid to do that? I mean,
That's what I'm saying. That in itself is bad enough.
Yeah, it's bad.
Yeah, but she said she wanted to bring them there to learn it right, not like from watching videos or reading magazines and stuff. So,
no, I mean, it's a
in a way,
I mean, it is. I understand why she would do it, but don't drop him off and take him home. Like,
and sit there and wait for him.
Yeah, no, like, no.
Sit there and wait for her. Yeah.
I mean, I understand because it's a safe place for him to have sex for the first time. And he can learn some stuff. Somebody's going to be gentle with him. And he's not going to, well, I'm sure he's nervous, but you know. But yeah, you don't want your mom there when all that shit's happening.
Yeah. Kind of freaky, but
yeah.
Ton of stuff that we have. So, let me see. I remember Blue Lagoon when it came out.
Oh, Blue Lagoon was so good. But weren't they like brother and sister? Movie. That was fucked up.
No, they weren't. They weren't brother and sister.
Oh, they just grew up together.
Yeah, they like something happened. I forgot what happened in the beginning. Like we're in a ship or something, and it crashed.
I think her and her mom
they
were in a boat and they landed on the lake or on the island. Maybe
something happened to the other people that they were with, and that's why they ended there.
They all died except for the little boy.
Yeah.
And then the little Then
they grew up that time. Yeah. That's Brooke Shields.
Yeah.
And I can't remember who the guy was that was with her, but
nobody remembers who the guy was.
Yeah. Well, she did that one movie back in the day that later now it's like, I don't know if it was lawsuits or whatever it was, but like the Pretty Baby or whatever, where she was only like really like 13 or whatever, and it was like the scenes and stuff. Not that she was in it, but the stuff she was around, I don't know, it was like some big thing out there. So
there was that movie Lolita. I think Scarlett Johansson was in it, and it was like
that was like your first movie or something. Wasn't it?
It's like Hollywood's got some freaky stuff that happens.
They do.
Oh, yeah, ain't
fucking
no doubt
old
about
white
that.
men in power want to see all. Oh God, they're so fucking creepy.
So it's like not like Bill Cosby was the first person out there doing stuff. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
So he didn't use the casting couch, but he didn't invent it. So
yeah. Oh my God.
Exactly.
That's the world that we live in. So.
You know what I used to watch when I was young was First and 10 on HBO.
Oh, I used to watch First and 10.
Yeah.
There was like a lot of sex scenes in that too.
Yeah.
I like First and 10.
Who was the guy that played in that? Like, who was the main? Now, do you remember what that guy's name was?
I can't remember the name of that guy.
Thanks. I'm trying to think who was the girls that were in that one.
I don't think it was like. I think there was like a few like.
I thought there was a main guy that was in First and 10.
So old it doesn't even pop up on Google first. Like First and T. Oh, First and what? Okay, it's let's see here. Oh, I gotta go to the whole profile. Where's that?
What?
No, I think it was right there. No, it's
Not too far. Go
here.
on.
You do it.
Right there.
Oh,
but you
they
can't
don't
see
even
it.
have pictures of him. It's so old. O.J. Simpson was in it?
OJ.
Go back to the first one that had
Well, there ain't
no.
no
What was their
pictures.
name though?
Cliff
Frazier.
Frazier.
Yeah.
I don't know who that is, but
I can't believe O.J. Simpson was in it.
I don't know about this list. So they have a list here. The 30 best HBO series ranked.
Okay.
What do you think number one is?
Sopranos.
Game of Thrones. Oh, I don't know.
Oh, wow.
Sex in the City. I don't know what.
Hang on.
6 Feet Under.
No,
I don't
I
know.
don't know either.
Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Are you fucking kidding
Really?
me?
It was ranked number one.
Oh wow.
This is on IMDb.
What's number 2?
Number 2 is 6 Feet Under,
Oh my
which I never
God.
did. I never did finish that
I would
series.
say you've never. Yeah. You
Don't, because the season finale wrecked me like no other.
It was a good.
Like
That's a good series, though.
I mean, my mom was sick at that time too.
Yeah.
Like
She was?
Yeah, I mean, she was maybe like the first time she got sick. Maybe it was after that before she got because I remember it was at their house in Parksville, and we were sitting there watching it. And I was just like fucking sobbing like a little bitch.
And see, number 3 and number 4, I'd probably have as 2 and 1 for me. But number 3 was Oz.
See, I've never watched that.
I haven't either, but I heard it was great though.
And number 4 was Sopranos. I'd have Sopranos as number 1. I'd have
Have
Oz
you
as
watched
number.
Oz?
Oh yeah, Oz was a great
Yeah,
series.
That's what I've heard too. Yeah.
The funny thing is, if you watch Oz now, you will not get out of your head how you ever see the farmers commercials. The we are farmers, dude.
Mhm.
The farmers insurance.
Yeah.
The guy that's a spokesperson. The character he plays on Oz will blow your mind. Like,
Well,
I'm surprised he was able to even get into the role that he got there because his character on Oz is so crazy. Like,
the drummer movie was the teacher or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
What was that guy's name?
it's
Simon.
no J.K. Simmons.
J.K. Simmons.
Simmons.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, his role in Oz is just like mind blowing crazy.
Okay, what's the other ones? Give us the
So-
top 10.
So number 5 is Game of Thrones.
Okay.
Number 6 is The Wire, which I never finished that one.
The Wire. See, I'm surprised.
Yeah.
I figured that might be higher.
Number 7 is Sex and the City. Number 8 is one I wish I would have actually finished watching, but I didn't either. Was Big Love.
Oh my God, I love Big Love.
I never even watched that one.
Oh, it's so good.
Number 9 was one I got into was True Blood.
Oh, I love that one
Yeah,
too.
she watched.
Yes.
But I never watched either one of those.
And number 10, I didn't really finish as much, but that one it ran only for 2 seasons, really 3 seasons, 204, 5, and 6. Deadwood.
Oh.
So I never watched that.
Why
one
isn't
either.
the one that I love so much with Justin Theroux, where all the people disappear?
Oh yeah.
Oh, you're talking about the
others.
or whatever, or Left Behind or some shit. Yeah, that's not even. Wow, that's not even on here. Leftovers.
Leftovers.
That's
God.
number
That's
20. Number 27.
27,
Wow.
really?
Yeah.
That shit made me feel. That's like one of those shows that like gives you like puts these little seeds in your head, and then it just like explodes into.
So what's
Yeah.
11 through
Oh.
20 then?
So 11 is Entourage, which I would have over a couple of the other ones. Although I didn't finish that one. I thought that was a
I
pretty
didn't
good
either.
series.
That's not,
Number 12, which is funny as hell, Eastbound and Down. I like that one.
Yeah.
Number 13 is In Treatment. I never heard of that one.
Yeah, I've heard of that.
But
one.
that's actually been around for like 13
Yeah.
seasons.
Yeah.
It's like a psychiatrist.
And then 14 is Veep with
I started
Never
Julia Louis Dreyfus.
Julia, right.
Yeah, I never watched that one either. That was
15.
about weed stuff, wasn't it?
15 is Silicon Valley, which is actually a pretty funny show. That was pretty funny.
Yeah, I never watched that
one
one.
either.
16 was girls. That
I
was
can't
like,
believe everybody has always raged about girls. Like,
Yeah.
I watched some of it, but then I'm like, it's okay.
yeah. 17 was Trem, which I wish I would have watched that. That was actually set kind of in New Orleans. 18, Flight of the Conchords, which I heard was actually pretty funny.
I watched the first season of that. It was pretty funny. I don't know why I stopped watching it, but
19 is Rome, which I forgot about that one. That was actually pretty good. 20 was the Newsroom, which I thought was pretty good.
Newsroom was pretty good.
21, Band of Brothers.
Oh my God, I cannot believe that's 21.
Wow,
that's bullshit.
Well, maybe probably because that's just one season.
But that's bullshit.
That was just a series.
I just rewatched the band.
That was 2009. No, wait a minute, is that the right one? Yeah, just 2001 for Band of Brothers. Yeah.
I just rewatched that.
Bored to Death was 22.
Never heard of it.
That was like a crime thing. Vice Principals is 23. That was with Danny McBride as well from Eastbound and Down. 24, the Ali G Show. 25 was Extras.
Yeah.
26 was Ballers. I thought Ballers was pretty good.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I was wondering if Ballers
Yeah,
was
you
even
like
on
Ballers.
there. Yeah, Ballers was good.
And then 28, Togetherness. Never heard of that one.
Yeah, I'm not sure of that one either.
29, The Deuce. I like The Deuce. I thought that was pretty good.
Never watched that one either.
The
I know what it is, but I never watched it.
30 Tales from the Crypt.
Are you fucking with me?
That's number 30.
Wow, we went so far.
All right, Sam. Enjoy the night, my friend. Enjoy your work and everything. And appreciate you swinging by and catching up, homie. Madman. I never watched Madman as much.
Oh my God, it's so good.
Denise loved watching it. I just never got into
God.
it. She said I would like it if I watched it, but I never
We
sat
went to
down.
look.
It was a Sunday night thing. I was watching Sunday Night Football. It was just a bad night for me.
No, you need to watch Mad Men.
That was
True Blood.
That was AMC, wasn't it?
And Big Blood.
AMC. Yeah, it's AMC.
True Blood first.
Well, I've seen all True Blood.
No, Mad Men first. Then True Blood.
You seen True Blood?
And then Big Love. So you Mad Men and Big Love.
But I can't watch series once they're over. It's just like, I feel like there's no payoff at the end because they're already done.
See, I like it.
I like to watch series as they go.
No, I fucking hate that. I want to know there's an end.
Although I like how Netflix does their shows because you can binge them all rather than waiting for each week to come out. So I get
top 10 Netflix shows. Do top 10 Netflix shows.
I don't know if that's on here. Let me see.
That's gotta be. There's gotta be on the interweb. There's gotta be a top 10
on the interweb.
Yeah, I hate that with like Hulu and Apple. It's like you gotta wait every week for a new episode to come out. It's like,
oh, wait a minute. I've got a thing for top 10 Netflix ranked by Netflix itself.
it's probably about number of views or something.
Let me see here. Oh, I do want to see this one that's number 1 right now. I haven't
What
seen
is
it yet.
it? Dark?
Top 10 as it stands today. Number 10 was Extraordinary Attorney Woo. Haven't heard of that one.
I haven't either.
That was number 10.
Number 9 is Alone. Number 8, Uncoupled.
Dark has got to be in the top 10.
7, Keep Breathing. Number 6, Trainwreck, Woodstock 99. I do kind of want to see that one.
This is a current top 10.
Right. 5 is
all-time.
top 10 as they stand today. 5 is Riverdale. 4 is Stranger Things, which I still haven't watched this last season's. 3 is Virgin River.
Yeah, no.
2, I Just Killed My Dad.
Oh my God.
Must be a Thanksgiving movie. Number 1, The Sandman. I do want to see The Sandman now.
I've heard of like one of those 10.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me do it all time. Okay. Of all time. Here we go. Okay. Netflix. These are the original. Like, why do they make it so difficult?
Oh, wait a minute. I got it here. Best Netflix series of all time.
Those are the originals, though.
I got it for IMDb.
Okay.
I like number 1. Number 1 is a nice jump off. Daredevil. That was
Yes.
a great
No, wait,
series.
let's finish that one.
You think
Number 2 was Money Heist. Number 3.
Whatever was good.
Number 3, Narcos, which actually is good, but I haven't finished. I never finished it, but it was good. Number 4 was really good, but it's only been like for one season. Top Boy.
What was it?
Top Boy. It's set like in London. Number 5 is Stranger Things. Number 6. Well, I think it's been a couple seasons, but I haven't been new one yet. Number 6 is Godless. Haven't seen that one.
That's a good one. I watched that. Was that woman?
That was only one season.
Yeah.
2017, I guess.
Yeah, it was a good.
Number 7 is Dark.
Yes, I knew Dark wasn't. That was the one I was saying in 99% Rotten Tomatoes.
Okay. Number 8 is Our Planet. It's a documentary. Number 9, The Fall. That's Gillian Anderson.
Yeah.
Number 10, Afterlife.
Oh my God, that is so good.
Number 11, Ozark.
Yes.
That's a good one.
Number 12, The OA.
Yeah, that wasn't. I mean, it was good, but it was fucked up.
Number 13, Love, Death, and Robots, which Denise liked that one.
I never even heard of that one.
Yeah, that's like an animated one. 14, Bodyguard. 15, 15, Mindhunter, which is supposed to be really good.
Oh, Mindhunter is very good.
16, Chef's Table. The 17, Unbelievable.
I think. That is really good. That's based on a true story. It's got Toni Collette in it.
Teenager charged with lying about having been raped, but two detectives followed the path
seen
of
them
truth.
all.
Number 18, which I haven't seen. It's funny that it's actually ranked on here because think of where it started at, but Cobra Kai was number 18.
That's a good one.
Number 19, which should definitely be a top 10 in my opinion. So I'm upset it's a 19. Peaky Blinders.
Yes, we haven't. We kind of fell off that one.
You kind of fell off that one. You just
wanted
to watch everything else instead.
20 is Russian Doll.
Oh my God, that is so good. There's a new season out of that. We need to watch that.
Yeah, we need to watch Peaky Blinders that we started a month ago. If you don't watch it,
Oh no, I'll watch it.
I don't know why 21 is on here because it started on Fox, but Arrested Development, because I guess Netflix has a series now, but maybe they brought it back because it's 2003 to 2019, so maybe it left Fox and started there then. 22 was Love.
That one's good.
23, When They See Us. 24, Atypical. 25, Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt. Which I've heard about that.
Heather keeps telling me
because
like she was like living like in a bomb shelter or something. She was like Amish, and then she gets out, and then she's like in the real world. Yeah, it's supposed to be really fun.
26, The Umbrella Academy, which I did watch part of that in the beginning when it started out.
Oh, it's so good.
She likes that one a lot.
27, Outer Banks.
That's pretty good.
I watched the first season.
28, BoJack Horseman.
Never heard of it.
It's
a cartoon.
Animated, like a horse.
Yeah.
The Crown. 29 is The Crown.
Oh, I love The Crown.
And then 30 is Dear White People. Which I didn't really get into that much. It was supposed to be like a show based off the movie, but
yeah. I think I watched a couple of episodes and
31 was Dead to Me.
Oh, that's a good one.
32 was Babylon Berlin. 33, The Last Kingdom.
Oh, yes.
34, Bloodline.
That one.
What was that?
Bloodline. 34.
Oh, yeah, that was good until the last season.
And then 35 is Sabura, Blood on Rome.
Kyle Chandler.
Yeah.
36, Nobel. Yeah, so all these other ones I don't really know too much. Black Mirror is 42. I thought that was supposed to be a really good one. Any other notable ones that are down here? Ultra Carbon, I thought was supposed to be good. That's 51.
Oh, is it Ultra Carbon?
Yeah, Ultra Carbon. Yeah.
See, I watched one. I think it was just called Carbon.
No, we started watching that one, Ultra Carbon.
Alter Carbon. I thought you said Ultra Carbon. Yeah, that's
Alter.
Alter Carbon was very good the first season, but the second season it's kind of like a chip that they put in their brain and makes them like the chip is a person, but they put it in another body. So the
Yeah.
second season was the same Chip in a different body, but I'm like, I want the same actors that was in the first season, so I'm not really interested in the second season, so I didn't watch it.
But the Queen's Gambit is at 61. That's supposed to be
What? That's
Yeah.
bullshit. That was so good.
I don't see Squid Games coming up though. I thought that would be on here somewhere. Oh, Squid Game is 70.
70?
Yeah,
Dang.
as much hype as it had around it. So
Yeah, right. Yeah.
yeah. So that's where it's at as of today. So things can change, of course. But Daredevil was one of the best ones on it. I like Luke Cage. I'm kind of disappointed Luke Cage wasn't on the list. I thought that was pretty
No,
good.
I love
We always
Jessica
like Jessica
Jones.
Jones.
Jessica Jones was good too, but Jessica Jones kind of fell a little bit, I think, towards the end. I didn't think so, but I think a lot of people that were more the hardcore fans.
Yeah.
But I was trying to see if they were going to hook up Jessica Jones and Luke Cage again, because in the comics they're actually married.
Oh wow! I
They
can't believe
they get married at a point. So then the last time they talked, it seemed like there could have been something possibly do that, but we'll see. Because actually, I know that the guy that plays Daredevil is coming to the movies as Daredevil, and the guy that played Punisher, John Barenthal, who was Shane on Walking Dead, is coming to the movies as Punisher.
Big fan of his.
So they haven't said anything yet about Luke Cage coming in, but the guy that played Luke Cage said he would definitely do it.
He's good though.
If they bring them, so all these fucking Marvel movies that are coming out like over the next few years, it's like crazy. I mean,
have you watched what was the name of it? Something about it was Amazon, the Terminal List or something like that.
I haven't watched that. That's what Chris, what you call him from Guardians of the Galaxy. I want to watch it, but I haven't watched it yet.
It's good.
Yeah, like military thing, like people get I want to see that one.
It's called the Terminal List.
Oh,
it's good. Yeah, I watched it.
Yeah, I like the stuff he's in usually. So Guardians of the Galaxy, he's pretty good at it. So
have you watched the Tomorrow War?
Tom Cruise?
No, it's Chris Pratt.
That's Chris Pratt as well?
What?
I haven't seen that one. That's Chris Pratt as well then. Okay.
Yeah, and he is like, it's like this sci-fi thing, and he's like, I can't remember what he's an engineer or something. He used to be in the army. And there's this whole thing about like in the future, there's the world's going to end. There's this big like battle. And so they come from the future and they are recruiting people from our time to go into the future. Yeah. To battle this war to try to save the world.
Okay.
It's very good.
No.
I have to watch that one.
Yeah. It's good.
Yeah. Yeah, Chris Pratt's the one in the Terminal. I said Chris Pine, but it's Chris Pratt for that one.
Yeah, we need to watch The Gray Man too.
I want to watch that Sandman though. It's getting some pretty good reviews on it.
I just can't. I'm just not like that's like animated, right?
No, it's a movie. I thought it was. I think so. Unless I'm wrong.
No,
you're not thinking of Gray Man, are you?
No, Gray Man's a different show. There's one Sandman.
There's one on Netflix.
There's Sandman on Netflix. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The Gray Man, though, I'll probably check out as well, too. Actually, I'm waiting to see John Wick 4 come out. I can't wait to see when that comes out.
Oh, is his dog going to be there? I love his dog.
Which one? The new dog or the old dog? The old dog, I killed the first one. Then you got the new dog.
Well, then the new dog.
The pit bull.
Those are good.
Was the new dog in the last one, though?
Those are good movies.
Yeah, he does like the hotel, I think, with the last one. Yeah, John Wick 3. John Wick, I don't know if you saw the trailer for John Wick. Have you seen all the John Wick movies?
Yeah.
So they showed the trailer for John Wick 4, and I was like, holy shit, like Lawrence Fishburne's back in it. And I'm like, I thought he got killed in 3. So I'm like, well, this is an interesting twist.
That's what I was thinking too.
It's like Victor Kiriakis in Days of Our Lives.
Yeah.
It's hard to kill Victor. I used to watch Days of Our Lives back in college. They try to kill Victor numerous times. Yeah, you can't kill Victor. Victor don't go down easy. So
yeah, Victor keeps coming back.
Yeah,
like a cockroach.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to John Wick 4 coming out. So
yeah, those are good movies.
Yeah, I thought it was supposed to come out this year, but I guess it got pushed back with COVID and stuff. Because at one point they were talking about that was coming out the same time as his other movie did, but it didn't happen that way.
There's like 2 movies at the theater. Oh, I want to see the Elvis movie. I want to see Where the Crawdads.
The Elvis movie should be like on HBO Max or something by now, probably.
The Elvis
That was out a while ago.
on Amazon. You can pay like $20 to watch it.
Yeah.
We're the Crawdads. We're the Crawdads.
Like the fish crawdads? Like
Yeah.
What is that called? It was a book.
Yeah.
Oh, a book.
I had the book, but I
Oh,
never
you had the
finished
book?
it. Well, it's on my iPad. Where are the Crawdads?
oh, where the crawdads sort of go or something, I think.
Where the Crawdads sing.
We saw it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I remember it.
I think I saw a thing for that, yeah.
Yeah. No, but you should definitely watch Big Love and The Leftovers.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Leftovers is good.
The Leftovers, like through the whole thing. Just, I mean, every time I would watch it, it was just like, I never watched a show that just made me feel so much like, wow. Like that was and the music that they played during, like it was just so good.
It's definitely one of those that make you think like, what the hell's going on? Kind of, sort of like through the whole
Oh,
thing.
and
It's
dark.
like,
Dark is like fucked up, twisted. It's like a mind fuck. Like
I never watched that.
it's a puzzle that's so hard to put together.
Right.
But it's so good.
That's the one with where they're in foreign.
No, that's the one where I told you they have all these different timelines.
Oh.
And these people from and they have this cave and they
That
can time travel
That
into
sounds too
different.
complicated.
It is fucking complicated. But
You
it was
saying I was like,
so
nah,
good.
I want to watch it and enjoy it. I don't want to think about it too
No,
much.
it's a fucking make you think shit. Like what the fuck? And then when you finally connect something, you're like, yes, like I understand.
Nah, that's too much. Too
Oh,
much work.
so
That's
good.
too much work in that one.
It's funny.
Or why I didn't like Westworld. I was like, this is too complicated. Yeah, dang, it's too much.
I get into it. Right now, the different timelines that are taking place, it's definitely hectic and stuff. And
Yeah, that's the way Dark is.
Westworld's got a lot of stuff taking place or whatever. It's trying to keep it all segmented in your head on what's happening, but
Yeah.
it's great writing and stuff on it.
Yeah, well, that's the way Dark is. It's like I would get online and look at these like graphs of pictures of people in this. It was, I think it's like 7 years. It's set in Germany, and it's like there's this power plant, like this nuclear plant, and there's this thing under it that just like fucks everything up. And there's this cave. These kids go missing, and then they show up like 10 years later, and they dig them up, and they're preserved. They look exactly the same age when they disappeared. But then if you travel through the cage, then the cave, it's too complicated for me to explain, but it's
I think we're gonna get wrapped up here like 11:37. So, one of us has to get up for work tomorrow.
Yeah.
I didn't bail tonight. Aren't you proud of me?
Yeah.
I bailed the last 2 times.
Yeah. And you're on the couch eating what, potato chips or something last time? Like, you fell asleep.
Yeah, you're right. You're not
Probably,
wrong. You're right about that.
Yeah. No, good as always. Great to be back. And hopefully you guys got some good plans for the weekend here. But
we got to work.
Oh, you got to work this weekend?
Yeah, she does.
But we're going to go to our friend Matt's house tomorrow because it's his 50th birthday.
Oh,
Just
that'd
for a
be a
little
nice little thing. Yeah.
Like as long as I'm home by, if we leave there by 11 and I get home by 11:30, I'll be good.
And then Todd gets to watch the Colts play this weekend.
Yep. I don't know what time they play. I don't know if they play at 1 or at 4. They play both. I think they play Buffalo. I think Saturday. So it must be at 1 o'clock. I don't know what time
Come
they
here,
play.
Blake.
Yeah.
Come here, buddy.
But I read they were playing their starters at the start of it. So
Yeah.
we'll see.
Yeah.
But outside of that, yeah, no plans.
Look, this is my sweet little boy. And he's got like a little missing teeth. He's so cute. He looks like a little hillbilly. He looks like a little hillbilly.
4 o'clock in Buffalo.
In Buffalo. Buffalo Beer Patrol, Joe's territory.
Yep.
Yeah. But we'll go ahead and get wrapped up and thank everybody for tuning in and hanging out with us for a bit tonight. I do have to do some more beer reviews for the channel, but I probably won't get those until next week. But if I grab some beers in New Jersey, I'll do some maybe unboxing videos.
Oh, there you go.
When I pick up some
Unboxing.
stuff. Yeah.
I know for sure. So when do you leave to go there?
Tomorrow. So we go tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah. It's like a 2-hour drive, so it's not to now, but yeah.
Coming back on Sunday.
Yeah.
Nice.
We'll take off Monday to get some other stuff done, so be all good to go.
Good things of being in Baltimore. You're only a couple hours away from home.
Yeah. So it's not too bad at all. So makes mom happy.
No, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Well, cool. Have a safe trip and enjoy.
Appreciate it. Dog's loving the rubs right there, just chilling.
He's my sweet boy. He's got the cutest little elbows you've ever seen.
Elbow. Dogs have elbows?
He's got elbows. Yes, he's got elbows.
Maybe knees. They're probably knees, though, right?
I don't know. I call them elbows, and we'll just call them elbows.
Well, dogs have elbows. You heard it here, folks.
There you go.
All right.
Elbows.
I'm going to go ahead and sign off and catch up with you guys next week and see if we get Shannon back again and get her off her every 2 weeks.
Well, I work like till 9 o'clock anymore.
You can still come on the show when you get home.
Yeah, because that's what I want to do after working 15 hours.
Yeah, of course. You want to come hang out with us?
We'll see.
All right, y'all. We're going to get out of here. Thanks for everybody tuned in, and we'll catch you guys next week. Have a good one.